for us. Permit me to recognize my great father, Wale Bakene. You are welcome, Daddy. You are duly recognized to our minister. You are welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to page 6, find messages from Islamic organization, or to Prince Bola Ajibola. Messages from Islamic organization likewise on 7. And we find permit me to introduce the Ogun State Elders Consultative Forum led by Chief Dikpo Odulate OFR, with the former head of service in Ogun State here. You are duly recognized.
Thank you so much, Alhaji Yunus. I would like to also take recognition of the Federation of Muslim Women's Association of Nigeria, Form 1. Thank you so much, Maz, for coming around. Federation of Muslim Women's Association of Nigeria, Form 1. Thank you so much.
No wonder, Aja Ismail, you love to introduce Form 1. Thank you so much. With us also, you go to page 8, messages for the beauty to this great man. And you go to page 9 also, you have the press release. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, we welcome you here. We will soon set the ball rolling while you find our leader, Professor Isaac Oloyede, to direct us proper. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, before me, I find here the president leading Abeokuta Descendants Union, Nigeria, here with our leader. He's here with us. Tributes to our disgraced father, His Excellency, George Bola Abdul Jabbar Ajibola, SAN KBE, Doctor of Literature, FCIARB, FNIALS, CFR. Allahu Akbar. All, can we say it has gone? Allahu Akbar.
Thank you. I would like to also formally recognize in our midst here the representative of Emir Sanusi, in person of Alhaji Munir Sanusi, Dan Burankano. Thank you so much for the honor, sir. Also in our midst is the former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, A.B. Mahmood, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming along, sir. Thank you. And last but not the least, I would like to recognize Professor Kamar Adeleke, a cardiologist par excellence. Thank you so much for coming around, sir. Thank you.
May I say again, congratulations to this great man, Our Excellency, Mami Amatullah Ajibola. Congratulations again for this great dad. I believe our dear father have now gone. In as much as I'm looking at the faces of these great children, where we have a list here, Barrister Adeshego Mahruf Ajibola's son, Mrs. Modupe Afikuyomi, Mrs. Toyin Awoshika, Barrister Zakaria Ajibola, Barrister Akimade Ajibola, Mr. Islam Ajibola, And here I find my sister, Ajibola. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please congratulate yourself for being here? And to show you could have been to shame. You are duly recognized, so amazing.
I would also like to specially recognize in our midst members of the Odebumi family. You are duly recognized. These are extended family of late. Again, the Odebumi family, you are hereby recognized. Thank you for coming. I would also like to recognize the family from Ijako Awaye. Awaye, thank you so much. Family from Ijako Awaye, thank you so much for coming along. Last but not the least, on this list that I have before me is in recognition of the lost Awolowo University, the law students from Obafemi Awolowo University, the Magna Curia Chambers. Until Baba's demise, it was their grand patron. Again, I welcome to this all the law students from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Magna Curia Chambers. Thank you.
Thank you for coming around, Magna Curia Chambers. Thank you for honoring His Excellency, George Bola Ajibola, and thank you for honoring us.
Here in our midst, may I quickly recognize Dr. Engineer Toriola Koka. Engineer Toriola Koka is the COPAV chairman. What do you mean by that? That is the Crescent University Parent Forum. Thank you. You are doing it well, engineer. You are duly recognized in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, putting you through, permit to put you through page 16, where you find the services of this great father to this great humanity. There you find our father, where you find the late Deputy President of IMA, Alhaji Fidau Adeolu Balogo, the then Vice President, Alhaji M.A. Ola Yusuf, and the late Alhaji Soliu Shina Egberongbe. We have on list also Sheikh Abdulakalik Zobai. They are all of record and they are duly recorded. Here we find our father, Professor Isiaq Oloyede, the registrar JAM, since being on board to put us through today's ceremony. Likewise, the person you all recognize, this great son, Yusuf Ali of Global. You see them doing the needful. You see them doing justice. And kudos for all what His Excellency have done in their life. They are now making sacrifice. We are awaiting them.
Once again, we welcome the Director of Proceedings, Professor Hako. We are working under him in this context. We welcome him.
Some Islamic organizations here, especially their women's wing. And I would like to recognize the presence of the Ya Salam Central Mosque Women's Wing. Ya Salam Central Mosque Women's Wing, thank you so much for honoring our invite. I would also like to recognize, along the same line, the Owu Muslim Ladies. Owu Muslim Ladies, thank you so much for coming here today. Last but not the least, I would like to take time to recognize the Owu Central Mosque women. Owu Central Mosque women, it's wonderful having you here this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Can we recognize Alhaj Chief Bale S.A. Akigbade and Akigbade? You are duly recognized in our means. With the protocol officers, information before me, we soon having soonest Our Excellency Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, which is the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, will soon be in our midst. Okay. May I introduce here Our Excellency Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, who is the Deputy Governor, Ogun State. She will soon be. Can we rise, please, as a sign of honor for this great mother, Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, the Deputy Governor, Ogun State. You are welcome to our meeting.
We sincerely welcome the Deputy Governor, Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, in our midst. Thank you for honoring us. Thank you for honoring Bola Ajibola family. Thank you for honoring the Islamic Mission for Africa. Thank you for honoring Crescent University, Abeokuta. Thank you.
Excellency Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, Deputy Governor of Ogun State, you are welcome, ma. CK, your list is because here, and you are duly recognized in our midst.
Let me especially at this juncture recognize a great filmmaker and cinematographer, Tunde Kelani, in our midst. Thank you, sir, for honoring us. You are highly welcome.
We are waiting the directive of our this great father of honor. I could observe the presence of KBE. KBE Olówu of Owu, now in our midst. Ẹ bá mi ṣe KBE o. KBE. Your Royal Majesty Olówu of Owu. Ọba Saka Matemilola Olówu of Owu Kingdom. Ademola now in our midst. You are welcome, KBE. 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 Oba, Professor, Engineer, Professor Saka Matemilola. Thank you. Thank you. You are welcome, Daddy, to our means. KBE. I could observe great consultation to elders, clerics, by the chief clerics, also the Secretary of Nigerian Supreme for Islamic Affairs in Nigeria, Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, consulting elders, clerics of state, immediately is willing to commence with this great man, Director of Feeding, Isahak Oloyede, who is the Registrar, Joint Admission Matriculation Board, recognized as JAM, and likewise Secretary General, Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs.
Thank you so much. We would also like to recognize the presence of Right Honorable Toji Egbetokun, former Speaker, Ogun State House of Assembly, who now serves as the senior special advisor to the current governor. We are recognizing your presence, sir. Right Honorable Tunji Eggetokun. Thank you so much for honoring our invite.
Inshallah, we are setting the ball rolling with all these preambles. With all these preambles, just in recognizing the beauty of today, which is 8th-Day Fidau program of Prince George Bola Abdul-Jabbar Ajibola. This great man have gone, and I said the vacuum yet to be filled. Can we now say to justify al-mautu babu wa kullu nasu dakhilu inna la-mauta? Yeah, Sheikh, does that mean Ajibola has gone? Excellency has gone, but his legacy still remains for life. We thank Ajibola for your life. For those who have graduated here in Crescent University, I believe we will never forget you. Our dear father, Yusuf Ali, son, really appreciating. If they are putting themselves for sacrifice here today to serve, and that is a greatest honor to a great person. Permit me here with the list before us. We are recognizing Honorable Justice George Adeshola, which is Okutade here, JSC, retired, which is the former Nigerian High Commission of the High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. You are welcome to our means here. Thank you, sir. May I say Honorable Justice George Adeshola Ogutade JSC, retired, is the former Nigerian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. You are recognized to our means there. You are welcome. Members of Metropolitan Club of Lagos State, they are all here in our midst. You are duly recognized, sir. You are welcome. Aja Ismail, you are welcome with your protocol list. Can you discharge?
Thank you so much, Alaji. I would like to specially recognize the Women Association of Judges of Nigeria present here. Women Association of Judges of Nigeria present here, currently led by Justice Abdullahi. Thank you so much. We recognize your presence.
Learners, you are duly recognized now, means you are welcome. Putting you through the bronchial of today, permit me to put you through page 16. There you find at the middle with Dr. Bilal Sirajuddin Al-Ashrar from Saudi Arabia. On that very day, the commissioning of Islamic movement, Islamic mission for Africa was taken off. Here also we find His Excellency with Egyptian Professor of Law and international jurist, Professor Hamad Kamal. He's also there with His Excellency. On page 17, we find the cross-section of ulama at an event at Islamic mission. May I call on Khatib, the University PRO, to please let's have those on list.
Permit me to also recognize in our midst Sheikh Wasasi Salahuddin Monilari of the Nurul Islam of Egbaland in our midst. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring us. Also in this hall, we have Sheikh Mikhail Shoyinka of Ainul Udabao of Egbaland. Ainul Udabao of Egbaland. Thank you for honoring us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to specially recognize the presence of Mr. Olaolu Olabintan, Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Ogun State. Honorable, thank you so much for coming. Also in our midst is Honorable Babatunde Olautan, HBO. He is the Special Advisor to the Governor on Government House. Thank you so much, Honorable Babatunde Olautan, HBO, for gracing the occasion.
Putting you through the bronchial to appreciate these great write-ups, we find part of the services to the humanity and to Islam. We find here His Excellency George Bola Ajibola being welcomed by late Saudi monarch King Abdullah Aziz Al Saudi into his Mecca home in Saudi Arabia. Appreciating His Excellency with his wonderful activities by the time he was on earth, His Excellency George Bola Ajibola with Sheikh Abdullah Bono Admoizin, the Secretary General, Muslim World League, also was there. Appreciating His Excellency also, George Bola Ajibola in a warm handshake with King Abdullah at King Palace. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, can I put you through page 21 here, where we find His Excellency receiving the leaders of World Assembly of Muslim Youth, which is WAMI, led by Dr. Abdul Rahman At-Tamami from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. At the middle side, we find awardees of IMA at 10th anniversary, Elijah Amatullah Ajibola, daughter of late Alhaj Folawiyo, representing our father, Alhaj Wahab Folawiyo, and likewise Alhaj Elias Ayide Bameke. Ladies and gentlemen, on page 21 also, we find our father sitting down addressing the congregation at Eid prayers at Islamic Mission. Permit me, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters in Islam, to recognize Mr. Shedi Adio San, and likewise Mr. Shinos Shofola's son, and likewise Professor Muhammadu Tawfiq Abdul Razak, all SAN. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcoming you. Can I put you through page 18, where you find scholars from Egypt, Ministry of Endowment and Religious Affairs, on month-long visits to Islamic Mission for Africa. Find time to visit on Ladotu, Hawaii. Thank you so much. Khatib, University PRO, what do you have for us?
Thank you. We also have in our midst members of staff of B. Stabilini and Co. Construction Company. His Excellency was the Chairman, Board of Trustees of this company. Also, in this hall, we have members of staff from Omnia Construction Company. His Excellency George Prince Bola Ajibola was also the Chairman, Board of Trustees of this company. Likewise, we have staff of Bayshore Information Technologies in our midst. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring us.
Thank you, PRO, Crescent University, Brother Khatib. Permit me to introduce to you in our midst Town Planner Tuji Odulami, who is Honorable Commissioner for Urban Development and Physical Planning in Ogun State. Means arriving here, Fadilat Sheikh Salis Allahu Adeleka, Grand Mufti, Grand Kali of Tijaniya in the whole Yoruba and the whole globe of what? Edo Delta. You are recognized to Amazing. Aja Ismail, what do you have for us?
Thank you, sir. I would like to specially recognize the presence of the members of the Islamic Mission for Africa, IMA, Ayetoro branch. This special recognition is being put together by the Imam Raji GA. Again, we recognize the members of the Islamic Mission for Africa, IMA, Ayetoro branch. Thank you so much for honoring our invite.
Aja Ismail, thank you so much. Awaiting directive of this great director proceeding for today's ceremony, Professor Isiaq Oloyede, who is the Registrar Joint Admission Matriculation Board, who is also the Secretary General, Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. And I call on, join us here, Engineer Wale Yusuf, which you all know. Can we hear your voice?
Your Excellencies here present, our royal fathers, the Muslim clerics, captains of the industry, our fathers and mothers, the judges, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters in Islam, ladies and gentlemen of the press. May I also be permitted to join my colleagues in welcoming you to this special Fidau session for our late patriarch, Al-Hajj, His Excellency George Prince Abdul Jabbar Bola Sodo Ajibola. We feel so honored to have you in our presence, and while we await the commencement of the program proper, this is a period of Ramadan, which is a period of spiritual activities. May I just be permitted, with due respect and honor from our father and their permission to lead us in a small victory. Akí gbogbo wa ní àwa ń bí àwọn ọ̀gá wa, àwọn lọ́balọ́ba, àwọn àfáà wa, gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ jàǹkànjàǹkàn nídìí iṣẹ́ à ń gbàyàn síṣẹ́ tó wà ń bí, gbogbo àwọn oníwèé ìròyìn tó wà ń bí, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìyá wa ní Islam àti àwọn ọmọ ìyá wa ní ẹ̀sìn òdìkejì náà, lórúkọ bàbá wa ẹni gbajúgbajà ni tó ṣe wípé gbogbo ayé wọn fi ń ṣe pé ká sáà máa ṣàánú àwọn èèyàn ni. À ń fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ kí wa pé a káàbọ̀ síbi ètò Fidau ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ tí à ń ṣe lénìí. Ọlọ́run kó bá wa dẹlẹ̀ fún bàbá wa, ẹ bá wa ṣàmì. Nígbà tá a ti mọ̀ pásìkò Ramadan la wà yìí, bàbá tó lọ yìí tá à ń torí ẹ̀ jókòó lénìí, bàbá fẹ́ràn ẹ̀sìn púpọ̀. A ní kó tó di pé ètò wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní pẹrẹwu ní aago tí a pè é, kó tó di pé ọ̀gá wa tí a máa padà ìpè kan máa wá darí ètò yìí, kó tó di pé wọ́n gba agbohùnsọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi. Mo ní ká gbìyànjú ká ṣe àṣkárò díẹ̀. Gbogbo wa lórí ìjókòó wa ń bẹ̀, a máa ṣe àálẹ̀jọ máa gba láàdá. A máa pé subhanaka rabbil izzati amma yasifuna bisifati wa shaman lahu jalaluhu Allahu jalla jalaluhu subhanaka rabbil izzati amma yasifuna bisifati wa shaman lahu jalaluhu Allahu jalla jalaluhu hamdan lihayi dahimin shukran lirabbi hawali صلوا شفيع جميعكم خير مالوك محمد سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون بصفتي وتعالى الله جلاله الله جل جلاله من قبل وجود العالم قد كان نبوة آمدي نور قديم سابق أدت لنبي محمد سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون بصفتي وتعالى الله جلاله سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون بصفتي وتعالى الله جلاله الله Ọlọ́run ni Ramanu Allah, ṣe bóun ni Rahimu Allah, ọba mi ni Maliku Allah, ṣe bóun ni Kudusu Allah, Kudusu Salamu Allah, Salamu Mu'minu Allah, Mu'minu Mu'minu Allah, Ọlọ́run ni Azizu Allah, ṣe bóun ni Jabaru Allah, Mutakabiru Allah, Jalla Jalaluhu Allah, Jalla Jalaluhu Allahu Jalla Jalaluhu Allahu Jalla Jalaluhu Allahu Azza wa Jallahu Allahu Jalla Jalaluhu. Bí a ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ètò àzíkiri lọ́wọ́, òun náà ni bàbá wa tó jẹ́ mufti àgbà ni wọ́n dá àárín wa, àwọn tó dá nǹkan mọ̀ nù ni. Please permit me to welcome in our midst our Sheikh, a very, very prominent Islamic scholar, our father in Islam, Fadilat Sheikh Farouk Onikijipa, O-N Al-Miskinu Billah, a friend of the university, a friend of Ima, Baba's son, and an accomplished Muslim scholar and philanthropist. Please also, can we please stand up for our Baba, the Ebora Banaye himself, Baba himself. His Excellency, Baba Olusegun Àrẹ̀mú Òkìkíolú Ọbásanjọ́. Ẹ bá mi sọ pé bàbá o. Ẹ bá mi pé bàbá o. Àwọn tó dá bàbá mọ̀. Àwọn tó dá bàbá mọ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ pé it is an understatement to call Baba Ẹbọra Òwu. I used to call Baba Ẹbọra Àgbáyé because Baba is an accomplished father, a father to all. While that is going on, please may I be permitted to hand over the microphone to Dr. Yunus.
Recognizing engineer Wale, thank you so much. Permit me to recognize in our midst Alhaja Adedipe, the first registrar, Crescent University. Likewise, on the list here before me, we have Alhaja S.U. Quadri, the member of former governing council of Crescent University. You are duly recognized. You have been informed that we've seen this great mufti, our dear father, Al-Maskin, particular Sheikh, Ustazana Fadilana Imamuna. What will I say to qualify this great man? Al-Miskin, 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 Al-Miskin. May you live long. My dear brothers and sisters, permit me to we in Abeokuta here, they recognize. Your Royal Majesty, KBE, Ọba Dauda, our dear Royal Majesty of Olowu, you are duly recognized. KBE, you are welcome. Here, Engineer Wale have introduced, and I reintroduce His Excellency, this great father of the world, Olusegun Aremu Okiki Obasanjo. You are welcome to our meeting. Here may I introduce leader per excellence, Dr. Mutiu Olaleke Agboke, Reg Osun State here, great achiever. You are welcome to our meeting. And mind you, permit me to inform you that Dr. Mutiu Olaleke Agboke is the National Imam Missionary Al-Barika Islamic Society of Nigeria. You are welcome, sir. Yes, sir. May I now call on our father, please? Sallu ala Nabil Karim. Ala Nabil Karim. Sallu ala Nabil Karim. Please, all those who are in the, please, can you please take a seat, please? Let the air be cleared, please. Please, please, please. Let's have our seat. Our seat, please. Let's have our seat, please. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil mursalin Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man dakhala madkhalahu ila yawmiddin. Amen. Your Excellencies, KBEs,
the Imams and Alphas, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Ajibola family, we welcome you to the Fidau in memory, in remembrance, in full submission and prayer for our departed father, Prince Bola Ajibola. This is a religious program, and therefore we seek the understanding of everybody here present that the program will be conducted as solemnly as possible. As solemnly as possible. Almighty Allah recognizes everybody and will continue to recognize everybody. While welcoming our Baba, the president of this great country, and many other distinguished personalities here present, may I seek our understanding that in the program, item 4, item 3, which is recognition of guests, has been moved to item 9A. Everybody that is to be recognized will be duly recognized so that we focus on the primary purpose of our being here. Almighty Allah has recognized each and every one of you and will continue to recognize and elevate you. It is therefore my honor and privilege to start this program by inviting God to fight with me. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahil hamd. May Almighty Allah accept our supplications and our gratitude. It is an honor and privilege to invite the Chief Imam of Egbaland, àwọn bàbá wa Sheikh Sadullah Bangbola, the Chief Imam of Egbaland, for the Dua al-Iftitah, which is open prayer. The Chief Imam, sir. Is there another mic? Please give it. Thank you.
التحيات لله الزاكيات لله الطيبات الصلوات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته والسلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أما الفاتحة
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
أما بعد
لا يواجبنا
àwa ti wá sí ibi ní èní
àwa ti bí lónìí
láti wá ṣe ìrẹ́pẹ̀ ìjẹ́bẹ̀ ìrápẹ̀pẹ̀ fún Ọlọ́run
ìráwọ́rapẹ̀ fún Ọlọ́run ọba
nípa ẹrú rẹ̀
bàbá wa
aṣíwájú wa Excellency
Abdul-Jabbar
Abdul Jabbar
Bola Ajibola
Bola Ajibola
tí ó wáyé ní ọ̀nà Islam.
tó yẹ pé wọ́n wáyé ní ọ̀nà Islam.
Wọ́n ti lo ìgbésí ayé Islam.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ lo ìgbésí ayé nínú Islam.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé gbogbo àṣẹ Ọlọ́run gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe mọ̀ mọ́.
Gbogbo àṣẹ tọ́lọ̀ wọn bá pa wọ́n ni wọ́n tẹ̀lé gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti lágbára mọ́.
Ọlọ́run o.
Ọlọ́run o.
Èèyàn kì í rìn kí ó má mọ orí kó kórí ẹ̀ má mì.
Èèyàn kì í mọ̀ rìn kórè ọmọ mi.
Èèyàn láti kù síbì kan.
Èèyàn láti kù síbì kan.
Walillahi samal.
Ọlọ́run ọba nìkan lọ́ba tó pé.
Ọlọ́run o.
Ọlọ́run o.
In kana muhsinan fazid ala ihsani.
Bàbá wa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn yìí tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ ẹni tá a lérò báwa náà ti ń wò pé níire ni wọ́n tó bá yẹ pé oníire bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n wájú Ọlọ́run ọba. Olúwa kó ṣàlékún dáadáa wọn àtẹ̀sán wọn níwájú rẹ̀.
Wa in kana musi'a.
Wọ́n yẹ wípé ní èrò tiwọn ó yàtọ̀ sí bí wọn Ọlọ́run ọba ṣe rí wọn sí pé èèyàn kan tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó wájú wọn Ọlọ́run ọba ní.
Fajazawaza anhu.
Ìwọ ọba tó ń ṣàmójúkúrò níbi gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rú Olúwa kó bá mójúkúrò níbi àìṣedéédéé wọn.
Innaka afuwwun ghafurur rahim.
Nítorí pé ní ìwọ lọba alámójúkúrò ìwọ lọba aláforíjì tó kì í bojú ẹ̀yìn wọn tó yẹ kó tó bá ti forí jẹrú ó tún padà dáṣọ kẹsì lọ́rùn.
Bismillahi kul huwallah.
Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad.
Akí bàbá wa.
Akí bàbá wa àgbà.
His Excellency.
Excellency.
Olúṣẹ́gun Ọbásanjọ́.
Olúṣẹ́gun Àrẹ̀mú Ọbásanjọ́.
Ẹ̀kẹrin gbogbo Nàìjíríà.
Ẹ̀kẹrin gbogbo Nàìjíríà.
Bàbá tó dáa.
Bàbá tí wọ́n dá.
Ọlọ́run o.
Ọlọ́run o.
Jẹ́kẹ́ mi yóò gùn sí i.
Jẹ́kẹ́ mi yóò túbọ̀ gùn sí i.
Má jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ parí ẹ̀ síbi tí ò dáa.
Má jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ parí ẹ̀ síbi tí ò dáa.
Bó ṣe yé yín mọ.
Bó ti yé yín mọ.
Ẹ̀ ń ṣe tọ́lọ́run.
Ẹ̀ ń ṣe tọ́lọ́run ọba.
Báànú ẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó.
Báànú Ọlọ́run ṣe pọ̀ tó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò ṣe gbà lọ́wọ́ yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kọ́lọ́run ó ṣe gbà lọ́wọ́ yín.
Inna
a'tainaka. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Akí bàbá wa.
Bàbá wa àgbà kí wọ́n.
Gómìnà tèní.
Gómìnà tòní.
Dàpọ̀.
Ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún.
Tí ìyá wa.
Tí ìyá wa.
Naimat. Tí wọ́n wá ṣojú wọn.
Tí wọ́n wá ṣojú wọn.
Ìjọba tẹ́ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Ìjọba tẹ́ ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ yìí.
Ọlọ́run má dàrú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́.
Ọlọ́run má dàrú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́.
Ìwọ Ọlọ́run o.
Ìwọ Ọlọ́run.
Kò jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gúnlẹ̀ síbi tó dáa.
Kò jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gúnlẹ̀ síbi tó dáa. Inna a'tainaka.
Akí gbogbo òjókòó pátá.
Gbogbo òjókòó pátá la kí.
Ọlọ́run kí ó má ṣe ní tẹ̀lé o.
Ọlọ́run má ṣe ní tẹ̀lé o.
Ìwọ Ọlọ́run.
Ìwọ Ọlọ́run.
Akí bàbá wa.
Akí bàbá wa.
Ọba wa. Olówó ọ̀fọ̀ owú.
Olówó ọ̀fọ̀ owú.
Ọlọ́run kẹ̀pẹ́ láṣẹ.
Olùkẹ́pẹ́ láṣẹ.
Aka Musliman.
Bàbá làwọn ọmọ yìí ní Mùsùlùmí òdodo. Ọlọ́run.
Orí ìjókòó tẹ́ ẹ wà yẹn.
Orí àga àpèrè tẹ́ ẹ wà yẹn.
Má dà yín lẹ́rù nù ń bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọlọ́mọ dà yín lẹ́rù nù ń bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wà á jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ pẹ́ dáadáa.
Jẹ́ ẹ pẹ́ dáadáa.
Iná àti iná àkà.
Inna Rahmanir Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. Inna a'tainaka.
على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. شكرا لكم يا شيخ يا إمام الجامع. To the recitation of the glorious Quran, I will invite the chief imam of Zen Olare to recite from Surah Al-Mulk. Imam, please, when the Quran is being recited, no one is allowed to say anything, including keep quiet. Please, there must be absolute silence when the and أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الخبير الذي خلق سبع سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن ترى من ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا
Blessed is he in whom hands is dominion, and he is able to all things. Who he created death and life, that he may test you which you is the best deed. And he is the Almighty and oft forgiven, who seven heavens, one above. You can see no fault in the creation of the most gracious. Then look again. Can you see any evil? Then look again, yet again, sight again. Will return to you in state of humility and worn out. And indeed, we have abandoned thee, nearest heavens with lamps, and we have made such lamps missiles to drive away the Satan, and have prepared for them the torment of the blazing fire, and for those who disbelieve in their Lord, indeed of the destination. When they are cast therein, they will hear it draw in the breath as it blaze forth. and almost burst up with a group of them casting. The keepers will ask, "Did no one warn you?" And they will say, "Yes, indeed, a warning did come to us, but we denied him and said, Allah never sent him down anything. The only great error." And they will say, "Hold, but listen and use our intelligence. We would not have been among the dwellers of the blazing fire." Then they will confess their sins, so away with the dwellers of the blazing fires. Verily, those who fear the Lord, unseen, theirs will be forgiven and great rewards. Alhamdulillah.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. He has ended the translation by saying, those who fear their Lord, the unseen, theirs will be forgiveness and a great reward of paradise. May Almighty Allah grant our Father the reward of paradise. Yusuf Aliassien.
The next item, as indicated at the beginning by the compare, item number 3, attributed to 9A. Now we go to item number 4. Welcome address by the chairman of the IMA Governing Council, Alhaji M.W. Salau. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, I bear witness that there is no other God deserving of worship except Allah. I also bear witness that our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger and obedient servant. Having said that, I'd like to stand on the protocol already established by the compere and proceed to make this very brief statement. We thank the Almighty Allah for the exemplary life of impact which our late father, George Bola Ajibola, lived, especially through the propagation of Islam and philanthropy, which included provision of scholarship awards through which hundreds of our young folks, particularly the indigent, have benefited. During his lifetime, he undertook multidimensional humanitarian services, amongst which are the establishment of the following: his well-known flagship pet project, the Islamic Mission for Africa, which contains the research center, nursery and primary school, as well as secondary schools, a library, a hospital, a guest house, and an event center solely for religious programs. The second one is the very famous Crescent University where we are, which has a reputation of non-discrimination in terms of religion and ethnicity. While the third is the African Concern, a non-governmental organization for the promotion of peace, justice, and harmony among Africans for the eradication of the problems of refugees. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish to assure you that under the watch of the Working Council of the Islamic Mission for Africa, IMA, we shall continue to ensure the development and growth of the very rich legacies of our late father with the regular maintenance and proper functioning of all existing infrastructure at the center. Evidently, we have been involved in these endeavors during his lifetime, and we have an unreserved obligation to continue to build on them, and we shall, inshallah, not relent in this direction. In this connection, therefore, we wish to fervently appeal for your total support and generous donation towards the sustenance of these projects. We are convinced that with the grace of the Almighty Allah, Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and your unflinching support, we shall succeed in making these projects appeal all our friends and supporters who have always graced our numerous events when our father was alive, not to rest on their oars after his departure. Kindly respond to our invitations whenever we call on you, because, as said by our Yoruba elders, ẹni tí ó ṣojú kò dàbí ẹni tí ó ṣe ẹ̀yìn. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, singular honor and privilege to welcome this Fidau program in honor of this very quintessential international jurist, exceptional administrator, and educationist of note. May the Almighty Allah grant him a journey to Fidau. May He also be your guide and guidance as you travel back to your various destinations at the end of this program. I thank you very much for your listening ears. Sallu ala Nabi Karim. Thank you very much.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. The chairman of the governing council, Imo Governing Council, had called our attention to very few of the achievements and landmarks attained by our departed father. Wọ́n ní nínú nǹkan tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ tá a lè tọ́ka sí pé wọ́n pọ̀ púpọ̀, wọ́n wá sọ méjì nínú ẹ̀. Ìkan nínú ẹ̀ ni mission yìí, ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n fi lẹ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kejì ní yunifásitì tí gbogbo wa tí a wà nínú ẹ̀ ní èní yìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi yé wa wípé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ bá débi tí wọ́n bá dé, ṣùgbọ́n ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa nípa pé a mọ̀ pé nǹkan méjèèjì ṣe lágbára tó, nípa pé a ka bàbá yìí kún, tó bá di ìgbà tí wọ́n máa fi hàn wá lórí ètò, a pé ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa iye tó ní kálukú bá ní láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó máa fi sínú iṣẹ́ méjèèjì, pàápàá jùlọ ìmọ̀. Wọ́n sọ fún wa àmọ̀ nínú àwọn ìwé pé wọ́n ní primary school, wọ́n ní hospital, wọ́n ní secondary school, wọ́n dẹ̀ ní mission tó ṣe wípé ní gbogbo ìgbà ni wọ́n ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń polongo Islam. Ọlọ́run aláàánú jùlọ tó sọ wípé Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, tẹ́mi bá ti bọ́ lára èèyàn, gbogbo nǹkan pátápátá ló bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, àti nǹkan mẹ́ta ni ò ní bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Nǹkan mẹ́ta ló máa gba ẹ̀. Nínú ẹ̀ nírú nǹkan báyìí, èso tó so sílẹ̀ tí àwọn èèyàn ń ká lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti lọ, nírú àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ yìí. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun ni iṣẹ́ wá ń rí àtúbọ̀tán ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó ti lọ, ẹ̀san á máa bá. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta òun ni ọmọ dáadáa tí ó fi sílẹ̀, ọmọ dáadáa, ọmọ tó yẹ pé ńgbà tí bàbá ẹ̀ kú, kì í ṣe ọmọ tó yẹ pé nírú ọjọ́ ìní a máa sá káàkiri ni, ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ kú ìjókòó, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ dìde. N tí ò important ló máa dá sí, bí ó ṣe pé nírú ìjókòó báyìí á fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa bá Ọlọ́run ọba sọ̀rọ̀. Ọlọ́run fún wa, Ọlọ́run tó dá bàbá, kẹ́ bàbá fún wa, má fìyà jẹ bàbá o nínú sàréè. Ọlọ́run tó dá bàbá, kẹ́ bàbá fún wa. Ọlọ́run tó dá bàbá kó kẹ́ bàbá fún wa. Eléyìí ni àwọn ọmọ wọn tí àwa náà máa join wọn láti máa dúpẹ́, láti máa bẹ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè kẹ́ wọn, ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè dúró tì wọ́n, ọlọ́run aláàánú jùlọ á pẹ̀lú wọn. Lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí a ti ṣe eléyìí, ní tí ó wá kàn sí òun ni tá a torí ẹ̀ wá o, òun ni Fidau, ìdí rẹ̀ bẹ̀ láti bẹ ọlọ́run. Nínú ètò tí a gbé kalẹ̀, ètò ẹlẹ́ẹ̀karùn-ún, ẹ rí i pé wọ́n ti sọ ń bẹ̀ pé a máa ṣe CFR ní ẹ̀ẹ̀mọkànlá, a máa ṣe la ilaha illallah lẹ́ẹ̀mẹkànlá, a máa ṣe alihamdulilayi lẹ́ẹ̀mẹkànlá, a máa ṣe farahun wàrà ìhánu wàjánàtò nàìm lẹ́ẹ̀mọkànlá, a máa ṣe Allahu yerhamuhu, Allahu yukrimuhu, Allahu yabuasuhu fi asani suwari. A máa ṣe lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn, tá a bá ṣe eléyìí tán ni àwa ṣe ké Suratul Mulk ní àpapọ̀. Nídìí eléyìí, mo fi àsìkò yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó ní ká kó wá jókòó. A ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n apàtàkì tán bá dé wọ́n á máa wọlé quietly, oníkàkùn á máa wọlé quietly, wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa jókòó. Tí a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdúrà, ẹ fún mi ní ìṣẹ́jú kan tó bá yẹ pé yes, come in, what's it? Engineer, what's it? Please, we will have a 1-minute break in transition for the delegation of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. For welcome. Please, gentlemen, because once we start the program, it will not be, since it is at this point, we believe it will be honorable to allow the Vice President delegation to take a seat. No, we are not introducing anybody. Please, can you ask the drummers to stop the drumming? We welcome the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, the Minister of Works, and other members of the delegation, Governor of Ogun State, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Works and Housing, and Minister of Mines. Please, can you immediately? The dua has started. Prayer has started, please. Kindly, please. Is on. Please kindly take your seats. Take your seats, gentlemen. Engineer, please clear the aisle. Please. We welcome His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, we now continue with the program by inviting Chief Alatunse of Egbaland, who will join me here, Sheikh Ahmad Olayinka. Please, Sheikh Ahmad Olayinka, please join me here. Sheikh Ahmad Olayinka, please join me here. You have changed it. Alatunse of Egbaland, Sheikh Ahmad Olayinka, you start from CFR and do this from
صلوا على النبي الكريم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فاستغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا. استغفر الله الله أستغفر 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 الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو حي القيوم وأتوب إليه. شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو والملائكة وأولو العلم قائما بالقسط. لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم. فاعلم بأنه لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وروح وريحان وجنات نعيم. 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 الحمد لله 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 رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا صراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله يرحمه الله يبعثه الله يغفره الله يبعثه في أحسن صوره الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن صوره الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن صوره الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن صوره الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن صوره الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن الله يبعثه في أحسن صور الله يرحمه الله يكرمه الله يبعثه في أحسن صور. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق سبع سماوات سباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فتور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو عظيم. ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلنا رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير. وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير. إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم وزنتها لم يأتكم نذير. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا النذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا بضلال كبير. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في عذاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فذوقوا العذاب السعير. إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير. وأسروا قولكم أو جاروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور. ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. آمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاسبا فتعلمون كيف نكير. ولقد كذب الذين من قبلهم فكيف كان نكير. ولم يروا إلى طير فوقهم صافات ويكبدن ما يمسكهن إلا الرحمن إنه بكل شيء بصير. أمن هذا الذي هو جند لكم يزركم من دون الرحمن إن الكافرون إلا بغرور. أمن هذا الذي يرزقكم إن أمسك رزقه بل لجوا في عتو ونفور. أفمن يمشي مكبا على وجهه أهدى أمن يمشي سويا على صراط مستقيم. قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون. قل هو الذي ذراكم في الأرض وإليه تحشرون. ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين. قل إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا نذير مبين. فلما رأوا زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا وقيل هذا الذي كنتم به تدعون. قل أرأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من العذاب الأليم. قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين. قل أرأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن يأتيكم بماء مهين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
آمين آمين آمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. May God accept the supplications. May Almighty Allah grant him a Jannatul Fidau. May Almighty Allah forgive his shortcomings and reward him fully for his good deeds. I have the honor and privilege to lead us to the next item 7. Item 7 this time, we are in Ramadan. For those of you who are students, you know item 7 is not the traditional item 7. This is spiritual item 7. I have the Mufassir of Egbaland, Dr. Taufik Amolegbe, has been invited to, under 10 minutes, speak to us on life after death. Life after death. I invite the Mufassir of Egbaland. Please come, let him come to the... Yes, you are welcome. Dr. Taufik Amolegbe, the Mufassir of Egbaland, that is the person who is designated to interpret the Quran for all Muslims of Egbaland. He is a professional Mufassir. I welcome Dr. Taufik Amolegbe. You have 10 minutes, sir. Thank you very much.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الذي قال في محكم تنزيله الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى. اللهم صل على محمد آخر الرحمة وبما يملك ودال الدوام السيد الكامل الفاتح الخاتم عدد ما في علمك كائن أو قد كان كلما ذكرك وذكره ذاكرون وكلما غفل عن ذكرك وذكر الغافلون صلاة دائمة بدوامك باقية ببقائك لا منتهى لها دون علمك إنك على كل شيء قدير. Let me hear you say Amen. Mo fi gbólóhùn yẹn fi kí Ọlọ́run. Allahu Akbar. Kí dáadáa. Allahu Akbar. A sì yòǹbó ànábì wa Muhammad. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A kí bàbá wa ní Ẹ̀gbá bọ́lọ́mbà tí ń kí ànábì kó má yọ àwa náà lẹ̀ láìkẹ́. Ìkẹyìn kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa ìmáàmù ilẹ̀ Ẹ̀gbá àti gbogbo àwọn kábínẹ̀tì wọn. Àṣẹ látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa ìmáàmù wọn ní kí n rest lórí existing protocol. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa mo kí wa pé salamu alaykum wa rahmatulahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatulahi wa barakatuh. Tá a bá wo tọ́pìkì tí wọ́n fún wa òun náà ni life after death. A sì rí i pé nínú gbogbo ẹlẹ́sìn láyé àwọn tí wọ́n gbà yí pé ìgbésí ayé kan tún wà lẹ́yìn tí tá a wà yìí kábẹ́rẹ́ látòrí àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ẹlẹ́sìn ìbílẹ̀ bá bí wọ́n léèrè ní tí wọ́n sọ fún wa ní pé lẹ́yìn ikú sàárè ni tàbá ní kí wọ́n tún lé wa kún jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wọ́n wá sọ fún ẹni tó kú pé má jọ̀kún má jẹ kòló ní tí wọ́n bá ń jẹ lájùlé ọ̀run ni kí jẹ dàtí sí pé wọ́n fi pé èèyàn máa ń jẹun lọ́hùn tàbá tún ní kí wọ́n lé wa kún ní tí àgbọ̀lẹ́nu wọn náà ni pé ọ̀run mi là ọ̀run ló mẹni tó máa là kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn wa apá kejì tá a bá bí wọ́n léèrè ní tí wọ́n sọ wípé may soul rest in peace. Ẹni tó kú yìí ó sùn ní àyà Olúwa wa. Lẹ́yìn wa àgbà náà tá a bá dé kí wọ́n lé wa kún lórí pé life after death. Wọ́n lè sọ pé ẹni tó kú yẹn yóò jókòó ní apá ọ̀tún olùgbàlà. Ẹ tún jẹ́ ká tún gbọ́ sí i ní tí wọ́n tún sọ fún wa ní pé ọ̀run rere wà àti ọ̀run àpáàdì wà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni Islam Ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam kò fi nǹkan kan lẹ̀ fún wa láì ṣàlàyé fún wa kó tó kúrò láyé ní tí ó ṣàǹfààní fún wa láyé àtọ̀run. Òun ló jẹ́ ká mọ̀ yí pé téèyàn bá ti kú ní tí wọ́n ń pè ní alayat badal maut ó wà life after death. Kì í ṣe yẹn nìkan béèyàn ò bá mọ ibi tí ń lọ ó gbọ́dọ̀ mọ ibi tí ń bọ̀. Ó júwe ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ fún wa and at the same time ó tún júwe ibi tá a tún lọ fún wa. Ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ òun náà ni yẹ̀pẹ̀ àti tí ń jẹ́ ẹ̀mí ara àwọn èèyàn ó wá láti ibi tí à ń pè ní yẹ̀pẹ̀ directly ní ti Adam indirectly ní tàwọn èèyàn tó kù. indirectly in the sense that wípé gbogbo tó ń jẹ́ ara èèyàn kò síbi tó ti fọ́ọ̀mù tó ju yẹ̀pẹ̀ lọ indirectly ẹ̀ ń jẹ ṣu ẹ̀ ń jẹ yín ẹ̀ ń jẹ gbogbo nǹkan gbogbo tó wá láti inú ilẹ̀ yẹn òun ló di nǹkan sí inú asólbí wọ́tara ìbì inú ìbàdí fún ọkùnrin inú gbáyà fún obìnrin àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ni ó lọ ṣarajọ àwọn nǹkan yìí lọ́lọ́wọ́ ó fún pọ̀ tí ó wàá sọ di nǹkan in tó sọ di ní spermatozoa yìí ló máa penetrate nínú wọ́ọ̀lù ìyá wa tó bá lọ síbi womb yẹn and after that ẹ̀mí máa wá ẹ̀mí ò lè dá wá màlẹ́kà ni ó mú ẹ̀mí wá anabi náà lójú ẹ̀ fún wa anabi ní thumma yursalu ilayhi al-malak fayanfu fi ar-ruh wa yu'maru bi arba'i kalimatin bi katbi rizqihi wa amalihi wa ajalihi wa shaqiyyun am sa'id tẹ́mi bá ń bọ̀ wá sínú ara tó ti wà nínú ìyá wa yẹn màlẹ́kà ni ó mú wá yóò sì pàṣẹ nǹkan mẹ́rin fún un kó sọ ìgbà tó máa lò láyé kó sọ irú iṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe kó sọ bóyá olórí ibú ni àbí olóríire ni ó yà eléyìí ni ó sọ fún un lẹ́yìn wọn àgbà náà ẹ̀mí yẹn wá gbélé ayé tá a wà yìí 20 ọdún ló lò ní 30 ọdún ló lò ní gbò sí ohun tó lè lò nínú ilé ayé yóò dùn kú òǹbẹ ìjọ kan ìjọ tí ó wá kú ò ẹ̀mí ò ní dá kú ò màláìkà ló mẹ́mí wá màláìkà náà ni ó tún mú màláìkà tí ó mú ẹ̀mí òun náà la pè ní àsàrà ìlú níjọ́ tásàrà ìlú bá dé lábánilágbájá òsì láyé mọ́ ẹni tó bá ti kú ìgbàgbọ́ Islam ní pé ẹ má fi ikú ṣeré bẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn bá ti kú ó ti kú nìyẹn èèyàn tún padà wá sílé ayé yìí ò sí mọ́ nínú ayé tá a wà yìí ẹ̀mí kan ṣola ní ayé kan ṣola a gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé ẹ̀ bákan náà ó sọ fún wa pé wàlá tún ikú bí aydikum ila taqaluka má fi ọwọ́ ara ẹ para ẹ don't destroy yourself with your hand don't kill yourself with your hand o kò sí tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹ o gbọ́dọ̀ ló fẹ́ bínú para ẹ torí tó bá ti bínú tó ló fẹ́ para ẹ màláìkà ti dé wà máa ń labi yabutu bi sẹ́fì má tàbí gẹ̀ríhi tàdáwọ̀ àtìrà asbab wal mawtu wahid gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá fẹ́ kúò láyé ó gbọ́dọ̀ mú nǹkan kan kúò láyé yóò mú ife bóyá wọ́n yìnbọn fún ni o àbí wọ́n gún pa ni o àbó kú sódò ni o àbí mọ́tò gbá ni o àbí ó fọwọ́ rọrí kú ni o èyí tó dùn jù tá a rò pé ó dájú ní kéèyàn fọwọ́ rọrí kú àmọ́ òun náà látún fi ṣàdúrà pé ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kú ojú oorun díye ojú ikú òun láti rò pé ó rọrùn jù níjẹ́ téèyàn bá fẹ́ ti ojú oorun dójú ikú tó fẹ́ kú ó gbọ́dọ̀ mú nǹkan kan dá màlẹ́kà tó dé ó máa wá gbé ẹ̀mí yẹn lọ síbo ibi tó ti wá lọ́run yóò padà síbẹ̀ immediately téèyàn bá ti kú ó lọ síbẹ̀ ara náà máa padà síbi tó ti ń bọ̀ òun náà nílẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó júwe fún wa ọlọ́run ló sọ ní Al-Qur'an àti Ànábì wa Muhammad ó ní minha khalaqnakum wa fiha nu'idukum wa minha nukhrijukum taratan ukhra kò sáyè 10 minutes torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn pé inú ilẹ̀ ni a ti dá wa inú ilẹ̀ náà la padà sí tó bá tún ti jọ́ gbèdé alkiyama á tún jí yín dìde níbẹ̀ àjíǹde ń bọ̀ ìyẹn ní life after death àṣìmàdébẹ̀ tọ́lọ́mbá jáde débẹ̀ eléyìí nígbà tí ẹ̀mí ti lọ yẹn tára ti lọ́dún yẹ̀pẹ̀ immediately tó bá ti jẹ́ mùsùlùmí yóò lọ forí balẹ̀ níbi tá a pè ní àláràṣí àwa máa retí ìgbà tí ara yẹn máa wọlẹ̀ tára yẹn bá ti wọlẹ̀ ẹ̀mí yẹn máa tún padà wá sínú kíni ó máa padà wá sí inú yẹ̀pẹ̀ ibi tí kù yẹn wà níbẹ̀ òun náà ló ti bọ́ sí ibi tá a pè ní al-hisabul awwal the first reckoning èyí tó já sí pé oníkálukú máa give account ní tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn ìwọ̀n bá nǹkan díẹ̀ lọ fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nǹkan mẹ́rin péré ni òun náà ní pé ma rabbuka wa ma dinuka wa ma nabiyuka wa ma qiblatika ó ti tán eléyìí ó ti gba ìṣirò àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn yóò wá kú òun bẹ́ẹ̀ ó wá ṣe wá lọ síbi tẹ́ ń pè ní life after death eléyìí àmọ́ tó bá yẹ pé kèfèrí lórítọ̀hún ẹ̀mí ò dé àláràṣí yóò máa pa ní sánmọ̀ títí yóò fi wọlẹ̀ ẹ̀mí yẹn máa wá ba nílẹ̀ tó bá yá ẹ̀mí yẹn wá kú ò ẹ̀mí tó wá kú ò yẹn kò sáyè ó ní iye ọjọ́ tó ní ẹ̀mí máa kú ònú lẹ̀ tó já sí pé agbègbè ibi tí òkú tẹ́ sí sí ẹ̀mí yẹn tún sì máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní iye ọjọ́ bẹ̀tẹ̀ àlọ́ fún ẹ̀rẹ́ ni àwọn tó bá kú ò ká bọ́ sí life after death àwọn ní pé mọ̀ráhìlù ni situation ni àbí step ni láti bọ́ sí ipò life after death the first place tó bá kọ́kọ́ bọ́ sí òun la pè ní barisakh barisawu yìí òun náà lápẹ́ ní alifatiratu alintikọ́líyà bayna alami dúnìyà wal akhirah innahu hajizun wasataratun bayna alamina hadha wa alami limota. Ààyè ìṣípò padà kan ní fatira níbi tá a pè ní barisawu yìí la máa lo àìmọye ọdún bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹni tó kéré jù tó máa wà ní barisawu yìí ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń kó gbogbo ẹ̀mí tó bá ti kú ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n kó sí ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo ẹ̀mí ń lọ gbogbo ẹ̀mí tó wà ń lọ yìí òun ni táwọn bàbá sọ pé má jọ̀kún má jẹ kòló ní tí wọ́n bá ń jẹ lọ́rùn ni kó máa jẹ. Islam ní níbẹ̀ yẹn Quran chapter 3 verse 169 ó sọ fún wa pé la tahsabanna allazina qutilu fi sabilillahi amwatan bal ahya'un inda rabbihim yurzaqun farihin
atahumullah.
ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀mí máa padà sí barisahu a wá dúró síbẹ̀ yẹn ọdún tá a máa lò ń bẹ̀ yẹn pọ̀ ju tá a lò láyé lọ. Ẹni tó kéré jù tí ó lo barisahu ẹ̀mí nìkan ṣo ni ó lò ó kò sára ń bẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn nínú life after death. Ẹ̀mí tó wá fẹ́ lò yìí Ọlọ́run ní ẹ má máa lérò pé àwọn tí wọ́n pa sójú ọ̀nà tọ́lọ́run àwọn tí wọ́n kú sójú ọ̀nà tọ́lọ́run àwọn tí wọ́n kú sójú ogun ẹ má rò pé òkú ni wọ́n. Bàdé àhìyáwó inda rabbihim yurzaqun agbẹ̀mí ni wọ́n tí wọ́n ń jẹ tí wọ́n mu níwájú Ọlọ́run ọba wọn farihin. Eléyìí wọ́n ń ṣe yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àtúbọ̀ sí ìbí tá a pè ní nafkhul book. Nafkhul book ó ní another life after death. Níbi tí ó ti fọ́ fèrè tí wọ́n náà fẹ́ sọ yìí bí lẹ́gà tó bá fọ́ fèrè yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀mí tó wà ní barisawu ni ó fọ́ ká ibo ló tún lọ wọ́n ń padà sínú ilẹ̀ inú ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń padà lọ yẹn níbẹ̀ ni mọ́rẹ́ alátẹ̀lẹ́ kẹta ti fẹ́ wáyé. Òun náà ní pé ìtí súrátù Quran chapter 99 tó sọ fún wa pé ìzáàzù zillati al-ardu zilzalaha wa kharajati al-ardu asqalaha. Tí wọ́n bá kúrò níbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n bọ́ sí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin wọ́n lára yẹn ni wọ́n pè ní yawmul qiyamah. Wọ́n pè ní yawmul qiyamah torí pé yawmun li qiyamil amwat. Ní ọjọ́ tó wọn gbogbo òkú yóò dìde nù sáré wọ́n dìde wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀. Ó ní Quran chapter 99 ló sọ fún wa lẹ́yìn wa àgbà náà another mi tún wà ń bẹ̀ tó jẹ́ mọ́ríálà òun náà pè ní al-qiyamatu ba'da al-maut ni wọ́n tún sọ yẹn. Al-qiyamatu ba'da al-maut kò sí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe mẹ́jú pé wọ́n ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ rìn oníkálukú máa rìn lọ gbàdájọ́ níwájú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ẹ jẹ́ n sọ mẹ́ta yìí sí i. Mẹ́ta yẹn òun náà ní pé a máa rìn bí iṣẹ́ owó ẹ bá ṣe rí ló ṣe máa rìn lọ bí tó fẹ́ gbàdájọ́. Àkọ́kọ́ ibi tó fẹ́ gbàdájọ́ yẹn ló ń pè ní bíi airport àní hisabu ó fẹ́ ṣe ń bẹ̀ hisabu tó fẹ́ ṣe yẹn òun náà ní pé wọ́n sọ fún ẹ Ọlọ́run bá mọ hisabu ṣe àwọnú Suratu Ghafir verse 17 níbẹ̀ yẹn òun ní hisabu wà tẹ́ ẹ bá kò níbi hisabu tó ti ṣe ṣírò wà bọ́ síbi mizanu yẹn ibẹ̀ lọ sí fẹ́ wọn òṣùwọ̀n oníkálukú fa àmọ́ ọmọ ìṣẹ́kù láti mọ̀ wá sínú ọwọ́ fi ìṣẹ́ ti rọ̀díyà ó kú òun bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ bọ́ sí ààyè míì ìtumọ̀ pè ní ibi tí gbogbo àti máa gba kí ni mọ̀kánù àyè kan tí gbogbo wa tá a ti fẹ́ dúró tí ayé àlùkò sọ fún wa pé àyíṣà mi ti na wàkúnnà tùrọ́bà wáyé zọ́mọ́ àyínà làmọ̀bùsùn àwọn àbáhùn náà lè àwàlíhùn kúlí iná lè àwàlínà wọlé àkìrínà làmọ̀jùmùhùn náà ìlà míkọ́tì yawmi ma'lum. Ìjọ tí gbogbo wa pàdé á pàdé ní míkọ́tì míkọ́tì kì í ṣe tàdálàájì míkọ́tì gẹ́gẹ́ bí departure fún gbogbo èèyàn tó bá fẹ́ lọ sí ibì kan tó dúró kíni tí wọ́n ti gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tí wọ́n ti wọn kíní ẹ̀tàn tó wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sí departure láti pé ó fẹ́ máa lọ ibẹ̀ yẹn ni a ti pàdé inshallah inú arba'ata ashara mẹ́rìnlá ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ìwọ̀nba tí mo sọ yìí tó bá di dọ́ọ̀ mi àtùmájì subhana rabbika
rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin jazakumullahu khairan. Tí èèyàn bá dé ipò tí wọ́n dé yìí ní yunifásitì inú àwọn ọ̀gá pòfẹ́sọ̀ náà máa wà nínú eschatology ẹ rí i pé wọ́n ti gbé wa kúrò ní ìgbésí ayé ń bì. The summary of it was that we used to be nothing. We were brought into life. We would then be returned to nothing, and we will eventually be raised to account for everything we have done. There, nothing, absolutely nothing will be useful for you but that which you have worked for while on earth. Mufasir of Egbaland, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ a máa rí yín bá o, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ a máa pẹ̀lú yín o, kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Ọlọ́run tó pẹ̀lú yín dìbàyí, a tún jẹ́ ká máa rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ kọ́ ní ara yín. Let me invite the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Yusuf Ali, to invite the next guest speaker because I'm from Ilorin, not by birth, but by career, by residence. And it's not for me to invite the whole Mufti of Ilorin land. Or Yusuf Ali, you know, he's a rich man, so he can invite another rich man.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It is time for the Grand Mufti of Ilori, Sheikh Sulaiman Onikidiba Al-Farouk Al-Miskin Billahi. Bismillah, Ya Sheikh.
Rasulullah bihim ya Ali alayu fatawil umra maulana bi'irsi abu ya rabbi لهذا القارن سلطانا أجسني من فيود كدا إما بالخير دنيانا صلاة الله سلام الله لخير الناس يديننا سيدنا ورسول الله عليه سلام الله. Allah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والعاتب لما سبق الناصر العاقب العاقب والعادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقدار العظيم.
آمين.
هدية مني إليك يا رسول الله
صلى الله عليه وسلم.
أكي ìkàlẹ̀ bàbá wa Chief of Staff our Professor Ibrahim Gambari láti wá ṣe aṣojú President of Nigeria àti gbogbo àwọn ẹntọ́rẹ́jì wọn gbogbo àwọn mínísítà wa ọlọ́run kó dá yín padà láyọ̀ o.
Àmín.
A kí gómìnà wa ní Ogun State Excellency ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ọlọ́mọba dòtì. Àwa kí bàbá wa Àkàndá Ọlọ́run. Baba former president Baba sí General Olúṣẹ́gun Ọbásanjọ́. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá wa Royal Highness. Mo kí gbogbo ìkàlẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa Imam and Alfas. Látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa Chief Imam of Egbaland. Ọlọ́njà rí pẹ́ o. Òǹdọ́dọ̀ àwọn mufasiru àti ẹ̀sẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tán. Mo kí gbogbo ìmọ̀ lápapọ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn alhaji wa Salaudeen, àwọn alhaji wa Kálíjà ayé ọlọ́ndó tì í, òǹdọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa ìmáàmù náà ọlọ́mọba wa pẹ̀lú yìí. Mo kí bàbá wa Prof Olóyèdé, mo kí bàbá wa San Ọláolú Àlí, Foreman. Mo wá kí ládàkí former governor of Lagos State, Abawa Alhaji wa Raji Fasola, ọlọ́mọ adútì gbogbo ń tẹ̀sán pọ́nlé fẹ́sì fún Islam ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ kí Islam ó padà.
Àmín.
Mo wá kí gbogbo ẹbí bàbá wa tó lọ, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ bàbá, àkó àṣẹyìndé bàbá ọlọ́run jọjọ́ jìnnà síra wọn. Gbogbo jama ọlọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin, salamullahi alaykum wa rahmatulahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatulahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa kulli hamdulillahi. وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى الله خير عما يشركون
وقل الحمد لله وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى الله خير عما يشركون
وقل أوصيني أن اذكرني متك الذي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأني أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين.
رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين.
وقال الحمد لله الذي أذهب عنا الحزن إن ربنا لغفور شكور.
إن ربنا لغفور شكور.
وقل ربي أديني مدي على صديقي وارجني مهرج صديقي واجعلني من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا.
واجعلني من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا.
Naam, títóbi ọlọ́run ọba tí ó dá ikú tó sì dá ààyè. Tọ́pìkì tí wọ́n ní sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ni wípé kí ni existence of Islamic project. Àmọ́ kí ni bí ìtẹ̀yìn bá fọ ara rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ kó tó kú, òun la fẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ilé pé báwo ló ti fẹ́ continue. Ọlọ́run tó dákú Ọlọ́run dáyè méjì lòun dá oní tabaraka alladhi biyadihi al-mulku.
wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadirun alladhi khalaqa al-mawta wal-hayata.
Ọlọ́run dákú òun sì dáyè al-mawt ẹ̀kú al-hayata ẹsẹ̀ mi. Ọlọ́run ní àtikẹ́ kú àtikẹ́ ẹsẹ̀ mi.
liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala.
Méjèèjì náà Ọlọ́run ládàá ò láti ṣe fún yín. Àyùkún
ahsanu amala.
Ká ló ṣe dáadáa nu yín. Ikú yìí nítorí àkókò nǹkan márùn-ún lọ́lọ́run sọ pé lẹ́nu Ọlọ́run ló ti jáde pé àdánwò ni òun ó sì máa fi márùn-ún yìí dán yín wò. Oníwàlá nabluwannakum.
bishay'in minal khawfi.
Ọlọ́run nínú tó wọ́n máa fi dán yín wò wọ́n máa dán yín wò pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rù kọ́kàn yóò máa balẹ̀.
wal-ju'i.
Wọ́n dán yín wò pẹ̀lú kébi ọmọ pa yín.
wal-naqsin minal
Wọ́n máa
amwali.
dán yín wò pẹ̀lú kẹ́ máa sọ́ọ̀tì owó.
wal-anfusi.
Wọ́n máa dán yín wò pẹ̀lú kẹ́ máa ṣàfẹ́kù ẹ̀mí bá ṣe ṣàfẹ́kù bàbá wa. Wọ́n máa
was-samarati.
dán yín wò pẹ̀lú kẹ́ máa ṣàfẹ́kù kókó yín.
wa bashiri sabirin.
Ọlọ́run ní bá ṣe rí sọ bìrì náà bá ń fún wọn níwò ìró ìdùnnú.
as-sabirin.
Àwọn tí wọ́n bá láfaradà fẹ́lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run lérè èyí tí mo bá dán wọn wò tí mo ṣe fún wọn ẹni mo pa lọ́mọ ni mo pa láya ni ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lọ́bọ̀ ni ìkókó rẹ̀ ni orí mà ni àbí kẹ́rù ọmọ bà àbí kébi ọmọ fà ẹni bá láfaradà fẹ́lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run bá fún wọn nírò.
alladhina idha asabatihum musibatun.
Ìsà asabatihum musibatun. Àwọn Ọlọ́run ló ti jáde Ọlọ́run nígbà mo bá mú mùsíbà ẹ wá Ọlọ́run gẹ́mọ̀ pé ikú ọ̀rọ̀ rùn. Mùsíbà ló pè é. Ẹ dákun téèyàn bá wà ní àká yìí tá a bá sọ pé danger kí ló yẹ ká ṣe. Àṣà fún ni òun náà lọ́wọ́ àlà àlè sá fún. Sọ́ọ̀tù lè jùmọ̀.
قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه
ó ní iná ni mọ́tà láti tàbí
تفرون
ọlọ́run ní
منه
kẹrí ìsáfúkú ẹ pàdé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ pàdé ẹ òwò pàdé yín ẹ kú tí ẹ bá ti mọ̀ fún wọn kú reality ni ìtọ́ solution ni yí pé ọ wà palẹ̀mọ́dé ìpalẹ̀mọ́dé kú òun wà ní kéèyàn ó ṣá torí ọ̀tàn kò sí tó lè fi kún ọ̀tàn o ẹni tó tóbi ọ̀tàn ẹni tí ò tóbi ọ̀tàn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n kan sọ yí pé nínú àkọọ́lẹ̀ àfa kan torí àsìkò ó ní àtẹ́ìtù.
أتيت القبور فناديتها.
Ọlọ́run lọ sí tẹ́ ìgbà tó ń wá dé tẹ́ òun rí àwọn sàárè tó lọ rẹpẹtẹ àtẹ́ìtù lùkùbúrà òun wá ń pè wọ́n.
فناديتها وإن الأصم والمتقر.
Amen mu asom gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ tóbi dá ẹ̀yin ọlá ẹ̀yin àfa ńláńlá ẹ̀yin pírẹ́sidẹ́ǹtì gọ́vùnà mínísítà ẹ̀yin olówó gbogbo ilẹ̀ ṣe sí i wọ́n ń pè wọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan.
wọ́n
mú takọ́rọ́ àtẹ́ntí ọ̀tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kankan náà yóò òun pé gbogbo wọn.
wọ́n mùsùlùmí bí sólítọ́ọ̀lì.
wọ́n mùsùlùmí bí sólítọ́ọ̀lì òun pé ẹni tó ti jẹ́ nǹkan rí tí ò jẹ́ nǹkan kan má.
wọ́n mùsàkà ìsámọ̀ mùsàkà.
wọ́n pè ní kí ìsìláhùn tí ó tún máa ṣàfọ̀mọ́ ara rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tì ni wá tí ó máa fi ṣe báyìí. àtòǹdé tẹ́.
bàbá náà jẹ̀bi àwọn máa mú kúbìrú.
ọ̀rọ̀ ni wọ́n tán gbogbo wọn tán.
bàbá tún jẹ̀bi àwọn máa tàlí kàbárù.
làbárí wọn tán látàrí ọba tí àwọn fọ́tò wọn àpalẹ̀mọ́ ìpalẹ̀mọ́ yìí ní ìwà lọ síbi ìwà ziranda ọ̀bù tọ́pìkì yìí kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́run àti pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì tàwọn ẹ̀dá pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́run yàtọ̀ ní pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀dá pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ti ẹni pé mo ní bátírì mo ní kọ́ńtì gbogbo nǹkan ló ní pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì tara ẹ̀yìn kì í ṣe tọ́lọ́run pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì tọ́lọ́run tó ń gbé kalẹ̀ lórí ilẹ̀ èyí tó bá jẹ́ pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọwọ́ bàjẹ́ kan tọ́ba lọ sí swatul alifosila kọ.
إن الذين كفروا بالذكر لما جاءوا وإنه لكتاب عزيز لا يأتيه الباطل.
gbogbo tó bá jẹ́ pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì láyé àti lèbáàtì ọbàjẹ́ ò lè kan pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ní ọlọ́run bá ti. lórí eléyìí ni pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́run gángan lórí ilẹ̀ yìí kí ni pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀sìn ní. torí ẹ̀sìn yìí ló fi wá gbé àwọn gbogbo prọfẹ̀tì wá. ipe ẹ lọ bá mi mójútó ẹ̀sìn mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú kọ́ má kú nì.
sàràlàkùn bìlàdìní máa wà sọ́ọ̀bì inú ha.
ọlọ́run ká gbọ́ àwọn pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì rẹ̀ ó là nàbì Nuhu mọ́ra wá.
wàlẹ̀dí àwọn ìnà ilé ìkà.
wà nàbì náà mọ̀rọ̀ wá ìtumọ̀ fún àtẹ́sọ̀ wá.
wà máa wá sọ́yìn nàbì Ibrahim.
ọlọ́run wọn náà mú Ibrahim àwọn ìtumọ̀ fún àtẹ́sọ̀ wọn náà ń sẹ́sí Musa.
wà Ìsá.
wọn náà ń sẹ́sí Yísá.
alákìmù ní wàlá dàda fàrákù bí.
ìtumọ̀ torí ẹ̀rọ ìwáyé pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ni ilẹ̀ ìsìnkú gbọ́dọ̀ kú. Yísá ni Jésù. Àná Ibrahima ni bàbá ńlá wa tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ gbó wọn pọ̀. Àná Muhammad, Ànábì Nuhu torí pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì yìí ni pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ni ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú. Ìjọ wọn fẹ́ pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́run ó kú. Abraham òun fẹ́ dìsọ́ ìkábà pọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ọlọ́run ni ọlọ́run ló dìsọ́ ìpọ́jẹ́ẹ̀tì ni ọlọ́run lẹ́yìn àtìlẹ̀ lọ́ba mi ọba mi kú.
ألم يجعل كيدهم في تدليل وأرسل عليه طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة
pọ́jẹ́tì mi ni ọlọ́run kò gbọ́dọ̀ kú pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run inú pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ọba yìí làwọn mùsùlùmí náà wá dúró yí pé àkọ́sí ọlọ́run pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run lérí ilẹ̀ ọgbọ́dọ̀ kú àwọn tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ mójútó pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run àwọn sàábì anábì ni àwọn ni pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run làlùkùránì àwọn sàábì ló kójọ nígbà tí anábì kú tán pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ni kò gbọ́dọ̀ sọnù wọ́n kójọ ọ̀nà mẹ́ta wọ́n làwọn èèyàn máa ń gbà táwọn náà wá mú pọ́jẹ́tì tara wọn pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run tí wọ́n mú níṣẹ́ inú pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ni kéèyàn kọ́ mọ́sálásí inú pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ni kéèyàn kọ́ skul inú pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ni àwọn tí wọ́n ń pèpè sójú ọ̀nà ọlọ́run àwọn tí wọ́n wá ń kọ́ mọ́sálásí yìí mọ́sálásí lórí ilẹ̀ pọ́jẹ́tì ọlọ́run ni láti rí ní tíwájú lẹ́yìn tí ń sọ yìí pé wà lọ́wọ́.
wàlá àdàbò ńlá iná sábà dáhùn mi bá nílẹ̀ òdì máa ti sọ wá lọ́nà. Dábò ńlá iná sábà dáhùn mi bá dín.
ọ̀sọ́lọ́wọ́ ìfẹ́kẹ́ mi ọgbọ́n ọlọ́run ní àná torí kí mọ́sálásí ọmọ kú lórí ilẹ̀ nítorí mọ́sálásí kẹ́ ẹ má dé àwo àwọn èèyàn ni mo ní wọ́n máa dájú kọ́ra wọn nítorí mọ́sálásí mi ọlọ́run.
Fúdì máa ti sọ wá bí o.
ọlọ́run sì bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé wọ́n dájú kọ́ra wọn kó máa para wọn ni ọlọ́run wá kà ibi tí o ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yàmẹ̀yà nìyẹn. a gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́ra wa yé nínú ẹ̀sìn ọlọ́run ọ̀yọ́ mùsùlùmí bí ó ṣe yọ mùsùlùmí sọ́tọ̀ kò yọ kírísítẹ́nì sọ́tọ̀ déédéé sì wà wàsà kíyà dọ́gbadọ́gba wà lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ dá akọ mẹ́sàásì ó ní láhùn dìmọ̀ tí. sọ̀rọ̀ níhù àwọn kírísítẹ́nì wọ́n ní. wàbí àwọn kírísítẹ́nì wọ́n ní àyè tí wọ́n ti ń gbàdúrà ilẹ̀ funfun wọn ní jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
wọ́n sọ̀lá wá tún.
àwọn kírísítẹ́nì náà wọ́n tún ní àyè gbóhùnsókè tí wọ́n ti ń ké pọ̀lọ́ ọba.
wàbàtà jíjìrì títà rùbí àti wúlà yìí kẹsì ra.
sẹ̀yìn ọwọ́ á mú
wàbàtà jíjù.
mọ́sálásí yẹn ọlọ́run wá fẹ́ sàbòsí ọwọ́ ní mọ́sálásí tí wọ́n ti ń dàpọ̀ ní ọlọ́run ọba.
ìsìmú ńlá ìkẹsí rá.
ọlọ́run tó ti kẹsí rá síbi ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́sálásí ọmọ pé wọ́n ka ṣùbà wọ́n ka ilá wọ́n ka dàgbàrì wọ́n kì í ṣáyì ẹ̀kẹ́ tí mọ́sálásí wọn ti máa ń dàpọ̀ ní ọlọ́run ọba lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà.
wàlá ẹ̀sùn náà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀sùn.
pọ́jẹ́tì àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn pọ́jẹ́tì ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun ni skul. ayé àkùrán náà báàkì skul ní ọba àkọrọ skul nípa yí pé ní alimurana làkọ́dímánà.
Allahu alal mu'minina
isi ba asa fi rasula
min anfusihim
min anfusihim
yatlu
alayhi ayat ọ̀rọ̀ skul yẹn. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta òun làwọn àfáà sọ́ọ̀sì ni àfáà mọ́sálásí ni wọ́n mọ̀ pèpè tálíkì àmì èdè nítorí yí pé kẹ́sì ọmọ kù àwọn náà láyàánú àlùkùránì tó bá wà mọ́tò jọjọ lọ́mọ pọ́jẹ́tì yìí tó bá wà mójútó tó ṣiṣẹ́ tó gbé nǹkan kankanlẹ̀ fọlọ́hún tó mọ̀ pé ikú ń bẹ ọ̀dẹ̀ ń palẹ̀ mọ́ dikú ọmọ pọ́ tàǹjọ́ kan tó ní sí ma kí ni lẹ́gẹ̀sì tó fẹ́ fi lẹ̀ tó bá lọ tán nítorí ọba àkwáyà láyé òun lọ máa fi live nǹkan tó ọba dash òun lọ máa fi ṣẹ́kù tó ọba wá ṣe kí ni reward ẹni tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ kalẹ̀ lóòjọ́ kí bàbá wa Prince Bola Ajibola nítorí àwọn òfò àfáà míì ṣe ló fún wọn ṣe tọ́jà pé ẹni tó sin lọ́hùn tó lọ gbà fún tíláwà ní ẹ̀ tó bi iṣẹ́ tó ẹ kó mójútó tí ò rí ṣe ọlọ́run sì fún bàbá mi ṣe ẹwà dúró eléyìí tí bàbá gbé kalẹ̀ fọlọ́hùn tọ́jẹ́ afẹ́rẹ́ kó nǹkan làkọ́kọ́ skul mùsùlùmí òun lọ́wọ́ kejì bàbá tó ó gbé kalẹ̀ fọlọ́hùn gbogbo wa pátápátá ọlọ́run lo bàbá ní pé lọ ṣe àmọ́ṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ni báwo ni ò ṣe ní kú gbogbo tí wọ́n kà fún wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọ̀hún báwo ni ò ṣe ní kú tá a bá ti mójútó yín gbogbo ẹ̀yàn ọmọ bàbá assignment yín nu o ogún kan ṣoṣo tí bàbá fi lẹ́nu ànábì Yakubu ogún kan ṣoṣo náà ló fi lẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ o kò fi kankan lẹ̀ fún wa ó nígbà tí kú dé bá ànábì Yakubu nítorí fáwọn ọmọ mi bàdì nígbà yẹn ọmọ mi kí lẹ́sẹ̀ lẹ́yìn mi sì ń bá sí má tí mo bá tán ètò wọn náà lásìkò èyí tó àwọn bàbá ńlá rẹ̀ sì wọn náà lásìkò bàbá rẹ̀ Ibrahim èyí tó sì wọn náà lásìkò èyí tó sì wọn náà lásìkò èyí tó sì wọn náà lásìkò ilé ẹnu ìkẹtẹ bí ó ṣe ní kú gbogbo àwa tó ara fẹ́ràn bàbá ìta àmójútó abá àmójútó rìwọ́ọ̀dù tí wọ́n ń bẹ́ńbẹ̀ fún wa méjì náà ni. rìwọ́ọ̀dù alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ òun là nẹ́bí sallallahu alaihi wasallam àpọ̀bù ti sọ́lẹ̀ kan ànábìrì tí ẹ bá kú gbogbo iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ní òkè kò síṣẹ́ kankan mọ́.
ilé mi ń zàlásì
àmọ́ yóò kú mẹ́ta fún ọ.
sọ́dọ̀kọ́ ti ń járíyà.
sàrà tó ṣe kó tó kú tó ti dẹ̀ dá yín sàn.
wàhálì yún tábà òbí.
ìmọ̀ tó fi ṣàǹfààní gbogbo àti wọ́n bá ń kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láyè yìí ọlọ́run ládàá rẹ̀ máa lọ bá Prince Bola Ajibola òun lọ́lẹ̀ sáájú sàrà rẹ̀ yóò máa lọ bá
láti sọ́ọ̀lì ẹ̀dùn lẹ́wù.
ọmọ téèyàn bí tọ́ fẹ̀sì tọ́ ọlọ́run ní ànábì lókùn bàtà àwọn òun bá ń ṣàdúrà tí wọ́n jókòó tí wọ́n ṣàdúrà wọ́n dá a ṣe ni o wọ́n pè èèyàn ṣe ni o ìwọ́dù yẹn lọ bá ìwọ́dù yẹn tó bá lọ bá èyí tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá ní yí pé azar ó ní iná.
nànúnú ìmọ̀ tá ọ̀nà kìtùbù bá pàtà fún azara wọn wàkúlà ṣe ìní àtọ̀ ìdáhùn bí ìmáàmì mú bí.
Allahu yarhamu.
àmín. Allahu yukrimuhu. Allahu yab'athuhu fi azali suwadi.
Bàbá fún wa
Olúwa kẹ́ bàbá fún wa. Kẹ́ bàbá fún wa Olúwa kẹ́ bàbá fún wa. Sí bàbá àṣàdíjánà kẹ́ bàbá fún wa.
Allahu samad lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. Gbogbo àwọn àgbàlagbà. Inna a'tainaka.
Bàbá Chief Staff.
Bàbá
wa Professor.
Professor
Ibrahim.
Ọlọ́run
bá bàbá wa Ẹmọ́lá Yusuf. Ọlọ́run sábà sọ wọn.
Ọlọ́run bá sọ wọn.
Lè ìlàfi. Bàbá wa sí Olúṣẹ́gun.
Bàbá Àrẹ̀mú Olúṣẹ́gun Ọbásanjọ́.
Èèmọ̀ tó wà lára bàbá náà.
Èèmọ̀ tó wà lára bàbá náà.
Wọ́n gbé mọ́sálásí kalẹ̀ fọ́lọ́hun.
Wọ́n
ṣẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà díẹ̀ sí. Ọlọ́run bá dúró tì yín. Bá a mójútó yín. Bá a sàmànà yín. Ọlọ́run bá a fi sẹ́ sọ yín. Kọjá ẹ̀sọ́ dáadáa. Suratul Kafirun. Bàbá wa gọ́fúnà nàbà 160 nílùú.
Bàbá gọ́fúnà.
Ọlọ́run bá mójútó yín. Ọba tó fún yín tà kọ́kọ́ sí. Kó fún yín tà
kejì náà sí. Suratul Kafirun.
Subhana rabbika.
Rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin alhamdulillah.
Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Ẹ rí i pé mufti ìlú Ìlọrin Grand Mufti wọ́n kọjá àsìkò tá a fún wọn ṣùgbọ́n tìtorí wípé àwọn náà ń tọ́jú mi nílọrin so mo wá rò wípé kò ní dáa kán wá sábẹ́òkúta kí n wá fi hàn wọ́n wípé ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá ni a fún wọn so ìyẹn wá fà á tó yẹ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ mí ẹ mọ̀ pé kò sínú ètò mi pé ká sọ pé ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá la máa lò ká wá lo ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kànlá ṣùgbọ́n constraint mi ni pé àmì náà ti gbé lọrin fún 40 years so tí n bá wá tọ́wọ́ bá wá sábẹ́òkúta tí n bá lè ṣe wọ́n lálejò ó yẹ kí n fi time ṣe wọ́n lálejò so jazakumullahu khairan so adúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ mufti Grand Mufti lọrin fún ọ̀rọ̀ oníyebíye tí wọ́n bá wa sọ. Ẹ rí i pé ibi tí wọ́n parí ẹ̀ sí òun ni pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá yìí fi sílẹ̀ nípa school nípa ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ tó yẹ pé ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ló wà ńbẹ̀ hospital ló wà ńbẹ̀ wọ́n ní gbogbo nǹkan ìkáwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n dìde pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ àwa tá a dẹ̀ pera wa ní ọ̀rẹ́ àti ojúlùmọ̀ wọn ìkọ́nú àwọn àfà ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó wá sọ ó ní ẹni tó bá ní owó tó bá pọ̀ kó fẹ́yàwó mẹ́rin ó lẹ́yìn tí ó bá rí pé òun ò ní tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó fẹ́ mẹ́ta ẹni tó bá rí pé òun ò ní tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó fẹ́ méjì ẹni tó bá rí pé òun ò ní púpọ̀ kó fẹ́ yọkan ẹni tí ò bá wá ní rárá kó fẹ́ àbọ̀ ìyàwó wọ́n wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé báwo lèèyàn ṣe ń fẹ́ àbọ̀ ìyàwó àwọn alákọ̀wé wọn mọ béèyàn ṣe fẹ́ àbọ̀ ìyàwó tó ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá ń dáná kíchìn wọ́n ló máa bá àwọn ọmọ ṣeré ń pálọ̀ tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ bá ń gbóúnjẹ wọ́n ló máa nu tébù ẹ máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ní tí mo fi lọ síbi kéékèèyàn ṣe ní díẹ̀díẹ̀ òun ni pé ẹni tí ò bá lè dá skul kọ́ ẹni tí ò lè dá mọ́ṣáláṣí kọ́ ẹni tí ò lè dá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ àti hospital lẹ̀ tẹ́nìkan wá dálẹ̀ ìwọ náà kún onítọ̀hún ní ọwọ́ tó o bá ti kún lọ́wọ́ ní tẹ́nìkan ti dálẹ̀ ìwọ náà máa ní ládàá ẹni tó dálẹ̀ ìdí nìyí tí ó jẹ́ pé item number 8 òun ni fundraising for IMA project eléyìí kò sí anybody tí wọ́n máa sọ àwọn IMA wọ́n á gbé wọ́n ti fi sínú nǹkan tí a kọ síbí ṣe mọ̀ pé owó kéékèèké ni wọ́n ń fi sínú tray wọ́n ti fi account number wọn síbí fún Islamic Mission ẹni tó bá ní check tó fẹ́ fún wọn ẹni tó fẹ́ transfer owó sí wọn ẹni tó dẹ̀ ní cash náà tó yẹ pé ó fẹ́ fún wọn àwọn IMA wọ́n á gbé kíní káàkiri ẹni tó ní kálukú ní ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa sọ pé lágbẹ́já múye báyìí wá tàmẹ̀dùn múye báyìí wá ọlọ́run mọ àdírẹ́sì oníkálukú ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún oníkálukú ní ẹ̀san gẹ́gẹ́ bí ntọ́lọ́run bá mọ̀ pé òun fún ẹni tọ́lọ́run fún ní púpọ̀ kó ná púpọ̀ ẹni tọ́lọ́run fún díẹ̀ kó ná díẹ̀ ẹni oníkálukú kó ná according to ti ọlọ́run ọba bá fún oníkálukú má ṣe kọjá agbára ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ má ṣe less than agbára tí ọlọ́run fún nísìnyí mo rò pé ìpè yẹn ẹ ti gbé tè lọ a sọ pé kí IMA wọn á gbé ìpè lọ láti lọ ṣe eléyìí tẹ́ ẹ bá wo item 8 tower àwọn èèyàn mo rò pé yes ẹ gbé tray lọ káàkiri row by row ní tí mo fi láìkì àbí àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn kejì wá ṣe máa ń gbowó ni pé tẹ́ ẹ bá jókòó báyìí wọ́n á ní kóríkàkù dìde kó máa wá tò kó máa wá yí padà ẹ rí i pé oníkàkù gbọ́dọ̀ dìde bó o tiẹ̀ ní gan wàá kọ́ ọ́bà kò gbọ́dọ̀ mú nǹkan kan jáde bó ti wù kó mọ̀ but ọlọ́run rí àpò oníkálukú ìdí nìyí tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ pé sẹ́ẹ̀dìkẹ́ ẹ máa gbé dìde ẹ ní kálukú check àti gbogbo nǹkan ẹ jẹ́ kí oníkálukú kó máa gbé wọn lọ láti gbà wọn àfáà tí ń sáré jù wọn sọ pé àwọn òfin ẹ lówó wọ́n ló ń sáré kọjá wájú wọn bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ní kó máa bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o ti ń sáré jù róò kan yẹn ó ju róò mẹ́wàá lọ tó wọ́n fi ní kó account number ti wà ń bẹ̀ tó pledges wà ń bẹ̀ tó yẹ pé oníkàkú lè máa gbà mi ò lè harass governor but mo lè harass sister mi deputy governor ẹ̀yin lọ síwájú deputy governor tí bá ti harass deputy governor ẹ ti mọ̀ pé governor ní àmọ́ pé ọmọ yìí ò ní tíjú o jẹ́ kí n tètè perform so ẹ jẹ́ n tètè ó yà lọ síwájú deputy governor ó kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹgbà ṣẹ́ẹ̀kì tó jẹ́ tó lágbára lọ́wọ́ bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní mosque yes ó yà ẹ máa gbà ìjọ ẹ máa gbà ẹ má dá minister of works and housing lóhùn o former governor ni wọn o Sùúrùlérè dẹ̀ràn ti wá so ẹ mọ implication ẹ so chief of staff ọlọ́run pẹ̀lú mi o so ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn tí ìdéwájú minister Fáṣọlá tí ìdéwájú wọn o former governor ẹ má dáhùn àbúrò mi ni mínísítà Adégbìtẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mínísítà Adégbìtẹ́ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n pájọ alábùjá ni ẹ perform ọ̀gá mi ní tá a bá dàbùjá but ní Abẹ́òkúta mo lè ara àṣẹ tó rábùrò mi ni so pé lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tó kù náà lẹ́yìn ẹ máa gbàjọ kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa kó wá. ní ìgbà tí yẹn ń lọ àwọn pẹ̀lú ìyọ̀ǹda bàbá wa chief imam wọ́n ti sọ fún mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan màá tún mo fẹ́ lọ renew mandate mi bàbá wa chief imam gbogbo Ẹ̀gbá mo tún fẹ́ renew mandate mi àwọn àfáà márùn-ún tẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n máa ṣe àdúrà ní ṣókíṣókí mo ti fún yín nìkan nu wọn imam Nasfat wọ́n wà ń bì àwọn wo ló tún kù. wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn àbàdíà chief imam àbàdíà ó di méjì ó yẹ máa kọ́lẹ̀. Okay. Naam, nísìnyí máa ké sí Fọdílátù Dr. Abdulaziz Oníkẹ́ tó jẹ́ chief imam Nasfat ní ilé àti lóko títí kan diaspora. Okay, bismillah wọ́n ṣe àdúrà fún wa ní ìṣẹ́jú kan sí méjì.
صلوا على النبي الكريم صلوا على النبي المصطفى وسلم. We thank you, Almighty Allah. We praise you, Almighty Allah. We appreciate you, Almighty Allah. We glorify you, Almighty Allah. The first without any beginning, the last without any point of termination. We seek Allah's blessings on our Prophet Muhammad. May Allah bless him, bless his companions. Prince Abu Jabbar Bola Omar Ajibola, a renowned poet, says, "Fa'inna malimari wa disu ba'dahu fakun hadisan asana liman waha." Owó ọlá padà dìtàn pé ká mọ́ra ká dìtàn rí. Prince Abu Jabbar Bola Ajibola, real person ni wọ́n. I can say that about him. Mo fẹ́ ká fi lé ìfẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ní kí n tó ṣe kúrò aláwọ̀ fún wọn. Wọ́n pè mí níjọ́ kan fúnra wọn tán ní fún mi ní èèyàn kan tí mo lè sọ de èèyàn. Wàláì bàbá pè mí ní bàbá ní Oníkẹ́ fún mi ní ẹnìkan tí mo lè gbéga láyé fún aná bíbí bẹ́ẹ̀. Lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run láàyè náà tó ẹ pé nù kẹ́ ni wọ́n wà bá wa lékún kẹ́ wọn. Tó ẹ kó ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ tó ń dá wọn láàmú wọ́n sábà mójúkò fún wọn. Bismillah mẹ́ta kó ló wà láàwọ̀ mẹ́ta.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد آمين.
On behalf of Nasrullah Party worldwide, in spite of the fact that we just donated $500,000 to this university just in January, today we are dropping 250,000 naira.
Allahu Akbar.
Èmi nítorí pé mo fìgbà kan jẹ́ chairman governing council Fountain University mo lè testify publicly lẹ́nu wípé nígbà tí bàbá yìí ń gbìyànjú láti tó ń struggle láti kọ́ ibí mo mọ̀ pé bàbá yìí tún contribute sí Fountain University òun ló fà á tí Bọ́lá Ajíbọ́lá ó ṣe fi wà ní Fountain University tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹlòmíì ni tí ò ní mission a máa rò pé ẹni tó fẹ́ compete pẹ̀lú àwọn tàbáwọn táwọn jọ ń compete. While he was building this university, he was contributing to the infrastructural development of Fountain University Òṣogbo. Ọlọ́run kó bá wa kẹ́ wọn, Ọlọ́run kó bá wa gẹ̀ wọ́n, Ọlọ́run kó bá wa dúró tì wọ́n. Bí wọ́n bá ti wá ń ṣe ìyẹn tán, à ń move lọ sí orí ètò pé a máa wá ní kí àwọn èmi inú àwọn àfáà wa kan ṣe àdúrà ọ̀ká tó ṣe yẹn lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn la máa ṣe recognition a ti sọ fún yín pé item 3 a ti gbé lọ sí item 12 item 9b lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn a wá pe àwọn èèyàn 4 àbí 5 tí wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀ a dẹ̀ sọ ìdí tó fi jẹ́ pé a pe àwọn èèyàn 4 àbí 5 láti sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn máa ké sí chief imam Abajiya ní Abẹ́òkúta ń bì láti wá ṣe àdúrà ní ṣókí. Àwọn dà. Ok. Àwọn dà wọ́n ti pọ̀. No. Okay. Please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم اغفر له وارحمه وعافه واكرم نصره ووسع مدخله وابدل دار خيرا من داره وحال خيرا من آله ونكه من العطايا كما ينقى الصبر الأبيض من الدنس سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
I will invite Yusuf Olaolu Ali SAN to introduce few of the dignitaries, including the KBE. Then we will now move to the next item, which will be Sadaka and Khutbah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Like the company has said, we are all very important, and Allah knows all of us. But even then, there are some persons whom Allah has shown to the world and whom we want to just recognize briefly. Representing the President and Commander-in-Chief of our Republic is the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. He is here leading a very powerful delegation of very many ministers and other eminent Nigerians. Of course, we have the governor of this state, Prince Dapo Abiodun, here with us. We also have the Minister for Works and Housing, His Excellency Babatunde Raji Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. We have Senator Olorunimbe Adeleke Mamora, Minister of Science and Technology. We have the son of the soil, Olamide Adegbite, Minister of Mines and Steel, Architect. We have the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Oyeyama. You saved the biggest for the last, the Ebola Owo himself, Baba Olusegun Ikiola Obasanjo, former head of state, former president of Nigeria. The deputy governor of Ogun State, Engineer Naima Salako Oyedele, Your Excellency, you are welcome. All the KBEs that are here, starting from the Olowu of Owu Kingdom, all the justices of the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, serving and retired, all judges of the various high courts, serving and retired, all senior advocates of Nigeria and other colleagues of the bar that are here, all vice chancellors and pro-chancellors of various universities that are here, the Oyo Mercy of Oyo Kingdom, all the way from Oyo, Tijani Al-Ghazali, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, representing the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, CON. The list is almost ending, but our time is running. So we don't want to stand between you and the other part of the event. Allah knows each and every one of us. He recognizes all of us, and He would continue to be with us. All the members of staff of Sablini Construction Company, of which Baba was chairman, you are all welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yusuf Olaolu Ali SAN. We now go to special prayers, and I have the privilege of inviting one of the Aima of Egbaland, the Chief Imam of Owuland, who will come here and lead in the prayer. When that prayer is being said, I know that people will drop, and it's not in my character to announce, but I want to come back to Ogun. That's why when somebody from the government house say, please help me give the imam 1 million naira, I say, should go and bring it and put it on the table. So The governor has sent in 1 million naira to the Malam. Thank you. Now, who told me? I don't know him. Oh, please come.
صلوا على نبي الكريم صلوا على نبي مصطفى adúpẹ́ ní ọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run ìkẹ́ ìgẹ̀kú bá ànábì wa gbogbo àwọn tí Ọlọ́run bá pè sọ́rọ̀ láyé àwọn náà wà níkàlẹ̀ yìí Ọlọ́run ọba kò ní burú fún yín o gbẹ̀ni bàbá wa Ọbásanjọ́ bàbá wa gómìnà gbogbo àwọn mínísítà sí wa látòkèdélẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa ọba bàbá wa kábíyèsí olówu olúyalọ dìsẹ́fìn àti gbogbo àwọn bàbá kábíyèsí àti ṣàdúà fún gbogbo yín pátá látòkèdélẹ̀ àwa dọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ olókùú lẹ́yìn ikú bàbá wa yóò tún mọ̀ dáa fún sí yóò mọ̀ dáa fún yín sí ni kò ní gbóró láéláé la hawla wala quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ànábì wa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ó ti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ìrìàmù àmúwátakùn bìdùáyì wà sọ́dàkà ẹ mọ́ kẹ́ àwọn òkú yín pẹ̀lú àdúà àti sàrà a sì ti ṣe àdúà rẹpẹtẹ ibi sàrà ló kù báyìí wọ́n wá jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé bàbá wa gómìnà wọ́n ti débí pẹ̀lú wọ́n jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé bàbá wa gómìnà wọ́n ti débí wọ́n ti ránṣẹ́ kí bàbá wa prof pẹ̀lú mílíọ̀nù kan náírà ẹgbẹ́ tóbi. So gbogbo àwa tí ó wá kù náà bàbá wa son of the soil bàbá wa Lékan Adébìtẹ́ bàbá wa Rájí Fàtàlá bàbá wa Gàmbàrí àwọn ọmọ olókùú fúnra wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣo náà bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbé kinní káàkiri ẹ jẹ́ kí a mọ̀ dá sí i.
Gbogbo àwa tí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí tún kàn ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa dìde wálé kan náà láti máa dá sí i. Nígbà tí bàbá wa bàbá Adégbìtẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ bí tiwa nínú àkókò bí aláǹfààní àti máa súnmọ́ yín bí ọ̀rọ̀ ó ti lọ nìyẹn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ eléyìí owó àwọn àlùfáà owó àdúrà bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Adégbìtẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi làwọn ojú mi ká àwọn dáadáa bàbá wa Gàmbàrí àwa tí a jẹ́ ọmọ wọn náà ti wá ti bàbá Adégbìtẹ́ látọ̀dọ̀ almaruf ok bàbá professor tí ń bá wa gbà bọ̀ kò yẹ kó jẹ́ àwọn afáyídà mo gbádùn láti University of Ìlọrin Al-Hikma Jamiat Al-Hikma láti Ìlọrin 100 naira. Community okay Ọ̀pára to Blessed Ọ̀pára to Ògoolúwa 6,000 lówó yìí o wọ́n ti mú wá àwa tí a jẹ́ ọmọ Ọya ẹ dìde láti almaruf ẹ máa bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà ẹ wá tọrọ àdúrà fún bàbá Allahu yarhamuhu ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbàgbé eléyìí inú àwẹ̀ láwa aṣọ fìyà sani nítorí mú bàbá wa olóyèdè tí wọn ò gbàgbé eléyìí kíkó bàbá náà ká máa rúnra ká máa bọ̀ ẹ fi rere san rere fún bàbá yìí ẹ wò gbà tí wọ́n ti ṣe wàhálà bọ̀ bàbá dáadáa yìí ni mo ń wọlé ọ̀kan yìí bàbá aráàlú bá ṣọlá mọ́ríkàsì láti rí gbẹ̀yìn ṣé tí o ti rí nà wọ́n ló wọ́n ti wà ń bí ní ìdá Ọya àwọn ọmọ yìí dà wọn àwọn nọ́mbọ̀ yìí ẹ wọ́n bọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà gbogbo yín ẹgbẹ́sẹ̀ ìjókòó bàbá wa Ọbásanjọ́ ni ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ìyá wa àgbà ló ṣáájú, bàbá ti kájú gbogbo ẹ̀. alájà ẹ mọ̀ bọ̀ ibi ni mo wà. Hájà Rahmatullahi ṣe bàbá Almaruf rè. Bàbá Almaruf wọ́n ní ká Fọlá Adéọlá wọ́n ní àwọn fún àwọn àfáà ní mílíọ̀nù náírà. Ẹ bá gbọ́dọ̀ tóbi síbẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àwọn tá a tẹ̀lé wọn bí ọmọ bàbá ọmọ olóko tí wọ́n ti lọ́sì. Wọ́n ní ọmọ olóko wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn tá a wá tẹ̀lé àwọn ọmọ olóko yìí àwọn náà tó fi 1 mílíọ̀nù mí. Ẹ bá gbọ́dọ̀ tóbi dáadáa. Ó jẹ́ 2 mílíọ̀nù, mílíọ̀nù kan, mílíọ̀nù kejì, ó jẹ́ 2 mílíọ̀nù. Ọlọ́run níjó bàjẹ́ fún yín. Ẹ wàá gùn lẹ́mìí pẹ̀lú àlàáfíà. Ẹ ti gbọ́ gbogbo wáàsí tí àwọn bàbá ṣe. Eléyìí lójú ẹ̀ ọba tó wá ní kẹrin lè ṣe gbogbo ìgbà tẹ́yìn náà bá lò láyé ẹ̀ ní ráre. Wàlà haúlá wàlà quwwata ìlà ẹ lè lọ́jọ́ àlàáfíà. Tí wọ́n bá ní káwọn àgbà ní tọ́rọ́ kọ́bọ̀ náà kò lè lọ bá a ṣe fẹ́ yẹn. Now nísìnyí bàbá ìmáàmù ló wu wọn ò wá ṣe hótúbà lé akwai babban bako a nan wanda yake a Sheikh Ibrahim Gambari. Mutane an ce na gaida kai tun ɗazu ake ta bani lokaci na cewa in gaida kai. To na gaida kai Allah ya sa da ka zo lafiya ya mai da kai lafiya. La haula wala quwwata
ẹ ṣé gan-an. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Nísìnyí a ti débi tribute. Lẹ́yìn tribute yìí wọ́n kàn máa ṣe oríkì. Nínú tribute yìí àwọn èèyàn 5 ni wọ́n ní wọ́n máa sọ̀rọ̀. But mi ò dá protocol mi ò dá tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Màá pe àwọn tó jára protocol kan sọ fún mi ọ́dà tí wọ́n fi ń. Hello, Sallu ala Nabi Karim. I've been properly advised. There was a president who said that you are my advisor. I am free to advise, but I'm free to take the advice or to reject. I will invite I've been asked on how to go. The first person is the MBA. Third of the legal profession. The second person is the Olowo of Owu. The third person is the governor of Ogun State. The fourth person is the former president of Nigeria. And the fifth person is the representative of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that's why we will go. I invite I invite the representative of the legal profession, the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, A.B. Mahmood, former President, MBA. Please, I invite you to the podium. A.B. Mahmood, yes, he's coming. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. But you know this group of people, they are time conscious and they want to go. So I don't need to even tell them. They will spend just 2 minutes. You are welcome. Goodwill message. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellencies, recognize especially the former President, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, Professor Gambari, Your Excellency the Governor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We thank God for this glorious day in which we have gathered to remember and pray for the repose of the soul of one of Nigeria's distinguished sons. Prince Bola Ajibola, His Excellency, has left an indelible mark in the country, not only in his contributions in the legal profession, but also in his contribution to his community, his contribution to scholarship and learning, and in many other ways to individuals that we have had the benefit of his mentorship. I met in 1982 thank you for me to report all of the great experiences I've shared with him. But one major was in this very university, where he invited me a few years back to give the convocation lecture, which was indeed a great honor. So Almighty Allah, you are the all-forgiving. We beseech you to forgive and receive the soul of Prince Bola Ajibola. You are the merciful. We pray that you grant your mercy on him, and we pray that you he is indeed a man of character, a man of integrity, and a man of we thank God for his family members, and we pray that Allah will console them and grant them the fortitude to bear this loss. I will be doing a much longer tribute, so I will not say much now, but inshallah I'll be writing my own tribute, which I hope will be out very soon. So I appreciate this opportunity to speak on behalf of the League. Thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khairan. Mo fi àsìkò yìí pé bàbá wa kábíyèsí olówó ọ̀fọ̀wù mi ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn ọba máa ń rìn. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn ọba máa ń rìn àbí ọ̀bọ. Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí o. Kábíyèsí.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulul Karim. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the life of our father. We pray that Allah will accept him and grant him a Jannah Fidau. We've heard today that when somebody passes on, there are three things that will benefit that person. So I will not repeat all of that. And we know that in all the three things that were mentioned, our father, Prince Ajibola, qualifies in every respect to earn Allah's mercy through all of this. That's my main message. You know, very on earth, right? The one thing is for on at one time or the other, even though no matter how long we live. So when any of us passes on, let's say it happens today, what will they remember us by? Let's think about that. We have had today that they will say after us, what is the impact that you have made in this life that will make them remember us for good and that Allah will then use that as a source to have mercy upon us? How have you raised our children? Have we raised them in a way that they become good citizens, godly, and they will always pray for us? If we are short in any way in any of this, let's resolve. I will now begin to find a way to engender peace in our community, do things that will impact people's life positively, and raise our children and make amends with them if we are not that they will also be good citizens after us, so that when we pass on, it's not just that they remember us for good, but then we can get the blessing and the mercies of God subhanahu wa ta'ala. May God make it easy for us. Again, may God shower His mercy on the Father. May God grant him our Jannah Fidau. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamu ala al-mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Kábíyèsí o. Èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹnìkan sọ pé ṣó ti kan gọ́vnà, wọ́n ní èmi ló kàn. So gọ́vnà ló kàn báyìí o. I have the privilege and honor of inviting His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State.
Salu an Nabi Kareem. Kabir. His Excellency and President of this great country, President Muhammad Buhari, my and of Federal Ababa, Chief Aremu Olusegun Obasanjo, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noemot Salako Yidili, His Excellency, former Governor of the State and Honorable Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, the Honorable Minister of Mines and Steel Development, son of the soil architect, Lekon Adigbite, the Honorable Minister of Right Honorable Mr. Tijani Gazal, SAN. Let me also recognize all members of the Ogun State Executive Council that are here present. I'll use my Deputy Chief of Staff as a point of reference to all of them. Let me also particularly recognize the members of Baba's family, in particular the matriarch of this family, Elijah
Ajibola, and all his children. I'll use Shagun as a point of reference for all the children. I'd like to appreciate, recognize Chief Imam of Egbaland and all other Chief Imams and members of the prestigious League of Imams of Egbaland and of the state, led by Sheikh Mohammed Sada Bola, Chief Imam of Egbaland. Our Honorable Registrar of JAMB and the Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Professor Ishaq Oluede. I have a long protocol list here. I will just briefly appreciate all others that are here. For want of time, the guest lecturer, Dr. Taufik Amolegbe, and also Sheikh Farouk, the Grand Mufti of Ilorin, and also the chairman of IMA Governing Council, Alhaji Salahu, all other captains of industries, vice chancellors. This place is studded with a lot of lawyers, jurists, eminent elder statesmen. I'll use elder statesman Olorogun Soni Kuku as a point of greeting to all those that are here. But permit me to quickly recognize the Owu Kingdom of Professor Mate Milola. This is particularly important because Baba Ajibola is a prince from Owu Kingdom. We have all other KBEs here. I will use KBE Olufemi Ogunleye as a point of reference and courtesy to all other KBEs that are here. Permit me to also appreciate all other Islamic scholars, various Islamic organizations and associations that are here, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to stand here and join others to bid farewell to a very distinguished legal luminary and intellectual, His Excellency Prince Bola Adesumbo Abdul Ajibola. I recall with nostalgia his presence on the 29th of May 2019. I will forever cherish the words of advice he gave me at that inauguration. Prince Abdul Ajibola was born right here in Abeokuta in 1934 to the Owu royal family. Had his early and post-primary education right here in the prestigious Baptist Boys High School at Abeokuta. He later enrolled in the Holborn College of Law and was called to bar in 1962. Amongst other outstanding and distinguished positions he held, he was the NBA president in 1984. He was the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice between 1985 and 1991. He served at the International Court at The Hague and afterwards served as a judge ad hoc of the World Court between 1994 and 2002, and also served as the judge of the Constitutional Court of the Federation of Bosnia, whilst at the same time Nigerian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom between 1999 and 2002. He was awarded several honorary degrees by so many universities. Prince Ajibola was an altruist of educating new high moral standards and spiritual uprightness. He established this institution, significant personal cost to himself, sold his houses both in Nigeria and abroad. He was a prolific writer. and SAN, a world jurist, a man of impeccable character, known and highly disciplined administrator, a rare gem of prodigious intellect, a philanthropist who even donated his salary as Attorney General to others. He was a Knight of the Order of the British Empire. He was the commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, among several honors. Above all this, Prince Abdul Ajibola was a man of faith, a firm believer in God, and an ambassador of Islam. He was a community man. He was a doting father to his biological children and several others like us. Prince Ajibola has definitely left indelible footprints in the sands of time, and the vacuum he has left behind will be difficult to fill. He lived, above all, an impactful life, because you can be accomplished, you can be illustrious without being impactful. Prince Ajibola definitely lived an impactful life. The question, like Olowu raised, is what kind of life are you living? Are you living a life of impact? What shall be said when your time is up? That's a question for all of us to answer. Baba was very close to our former president, Aremu Olusegun Obasanjo. And on behalf of my family and the people and government of Prince Ajibola's home state, we extend our deepest condolences on the passing of this great icon and an illustrious and accomplished son of this great state. May the Lord forgive his sins and grant the repose of his soul, whilst granting his wife and his accomplished children, using Shegun at the point of contact, the heart to bear this irreplaceable loss. Ẹ̀kú àṣẹ̀yìndè, ọjọ́ ọdún ájìnà síra wọn, ọmọ aṣèwé ẹ̀fáwà náà. I'd like to appreciate Mr. President Mohammed Buhari for signing such a powerful representation led by Professor Gambari and all the eminent and distinguished ministers that are here this afternoon. May the Lord continue to honor you too, sir. I'd like to use the opportunity to wish all of us that have come from far and near to our various destinations. Thank you very much for listening to me, and God bless you.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ẹ rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí gómìnà sọ tí gómìnà fi ń làágùn ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ eré. Gómìnà ẹ rí pé wọ́n sọ taratara tẹ̀mítẹ̀mí ni. Ọlọ́run aláàjò ajẹ́kọ̀ọ́mọ rere kó gbẹ̀yìn ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan wa o. I have the please we have just 2 items on the agenda. 2 items more after the tribute. I have the privilege of inviting Obasanjo, a former head of state, former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is to address us.
I will want to stand on the protocol very well and very ably laid out by my governor. But having done that, I want to specially send a message of appreciation on behalf of all of us through the Chief of Staff to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for doing us the honor of being so represented here at the demise and holding this in remembrance of Prince Bola Ajibola. Everything you have said about him, about his character, his integrity, his good behavior, they are all correct. I think I can say among the people who are here, I'm the only one who shared primary school and secondary school experience with him. Abibeko. Now, Talupe Beko. Now, one very, very important thing about Bola is his sense of humor. In Bola's company, there's no dull moment. There's no sorrow. There's no bitterness. And when he tells you his own story, he brings in this humor, which even is about himself. If you will permit me, I will just give you about 2 or 3. When we were in Owu Baptist Day School, the primary school, are all learning English. And it was my father, farmer. If my father was a farmer, or my father is a farmer, what is my father's occupation? My father's occupation is farming. Your father is a teacher. What is your father's occupation? Your father's occupation is teaching. Bola Shodun Ajibola. Ajibola had just come on the throne. Bola, what's your father? My father is a king. What is your father's occupation? My father's occupation is king. He was a man of immense capacity to do good. Immense capacity to do good. But he listens to Bola bought what do you call this gun? What do you call it? Barrel. It's a simple one. Okay. And when Bola bought the gun, the one that is no, not sharp. The Bola wanted it for his security, and he told me. Then he kept the gun in the roof. So I went to his house one day. I said, "Look, Bola, this gun that you have bought," he said, "it's there in the roof." I said, "But you bought this gun for security. If you are being attacked, you will have to try and get the gun from the roof. Have you actually tried to use the gun to know how it works?" He said, "No, he hasn't actually put the guns together." So I said, "Bring it." He brought it. And I put the gun together for him. I said, "Well, now that the gun has been put together, there is another thing. You have to be able to use it." He said, "What do we do?" I said, "We go to one of my farms." So 3 of us, Dr. Mashule, myself, and Bola, we went to my latte farm, and we have a dam there. So Dr. carried his gun, Bola carried his gun. I didn't carry my own. We then went. Dr. Shule saw an atiala and shot at it. The atiala fell in the dam. So Dr. Shule went walking away. So Bola then said, "Look, this is the first day he's going out with this gun. He wants to impress people. How will he be able to do the first day? He brought something back." I said, "Look, let us get this atiala in the dam." So I said, "How do we do that?" I said, "All right, you tie a rope on my waist. I will go into the dam, but if I'm thinking you pull me out." In the process of that, Dr. Shule came back and said, "You two fools, what are you doing?" So we didn't answer him. So he got worried. He said, "Look, you are Attorney General of the Federation. You are former head of state. Both of you will sink. And then I will go back and say, I don't know where you are." So Bola said, "Don't mind him. I must get something that I will take home." So I persisted until I was able to get the atiala. And he brought the atiala home. Alaja, he told you that he brought the atiala down. We in our community gap of Bola's death very hard to fill. But let me challenge you, the children. Bola didn't have the opportunity that you have. He did not. But Bola was at Apatan Day, and he made good of all the opportunities that he had. You have opportunities. You have to. Now, the day school, then where he mentioned four of the bishops, Chief Awolowo, who was also an Atapata Dean. Kashi Bola, who was also an Atapata Dean. I mentioned myself. In fact, my own case, mine is Atere for day, not Apata. Because Atapata they had something hard. And then, of course, Ajibola. We have a lot of lessons to learn from him. It was integrity personated. He was a professional man of no mean order. And that's why he was able to rise as high as he rose in life. May his soul rest in perfect.
Allahu Akbar. Takbir. 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 We thank Baba Obasanjo. We do not know that the rich also cry. We thought we are the only one praying pranks. I remember when myself and Yusuf Ali would be taking our guns to be going to the bush in a lorry. We thought we were doing something extraordinary. We don't know that you people are also human and you do such things. Thank you, Baba. It is a privilege and indeed an honor for me to invite the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Chief of Staff, President.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who, as we've also found, is a teacher, a leader, and a fantastic storyteller. I hope one day, when I grow up, I'll be like him. His Excellency, Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, the members of the presidential delegation to this occasion of Fidau and tributes and prayers, including His Excellency, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, about whom I will talk in a minute, the Honorable Minister of Works, Babatunde Shola, the Minister of Mines and Steel, Architect Adegbite, who is also a son of the soil, the Minister of Science and Technology, represented by Zali, Your Royal Highness Majesty, the Oluwo of Owu, and other chiefs here present. the JAM registrar, my own friend and younger brother. Yes, I have younger brothers. And I can say I'm the older brother of Professor Ishak Oloyede. Another younger brother who is SAN is, of course, Yusuf Ali. And a third younger brother in the legal profession, A.B. Mahmoud, former president of the NBA. The Orogun Kuku, Fola Adeola, Hajia Ajibola, Shegun Ajibola and his siblings, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, directed that a presidential delegation, which I have the enormous honor to lead, should come here to represent him at this Fidau. The Fidau of Abdul Jafar, Bola Ajibola, his condolence message to the governor, the government, the people, the family of our distinguished late newcomers on the sad loss of this great Nigeria. And a world-class jurist, an uncommon philanthropist, Prince Bola Ajibola, may he rest in peace. Your loss is shared. Your loss is our loss. And we mourn him together. Council has, at the most recent meeting, Abuja, wrote to pay tribute to Judge Ajibola as a former Attorney General, Minister of Justice, and therefore a member of the Federal Executive Council. Here is a man that has an illustrious career as a foremost lawyer in Nigeria. Remember that he was World Court. And former President Obasanjo said that Judge Ajibola, which is not very well known, has a tremendous sense of humor. I want to actually give another example. I was privileged as the ambassador of Nigeria to the United Nations to lead the campaign for his election to the International Court of Justice. And so together, me and him, we go around all the almost 190 members of the United Nations. You must get a majority of those members to support you. You must get a majority of the members of the Security Council meeting at the same time before you can be elected. So it was very difficult. So one day we went around and we came back to review achieved what is left. And he told me, he said, Ajibola, I have no problem with all exactly how they said. He said, but each time I go to them and say, I want to go to the ICJ, they keep saying, we. And each time I say, I want to, but those of you know, we means yes. So he said, please, can you go and tell them, enough of we, it is I. President Ajibola who wants to be elected, not we. But that is the kind of tremendous. Now, in public service, he has been an icon in the legal profession. He has been exemplary. He distinguished himself as the International Court of Justice. Incidentally, only the third Nigerian to be elected into that body. Well, we have the son of one of them, Justice Daddy Onyema, whose son is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And of course, Justice Teslim Elias, whose unexpired term of office Prince Ajibola was elected to. And of course, finally, he was our ambassador to the Court of St. James's to the United Kingdom, where He literally towered above all his colleagues. So charming that any meeting that they had of ambassadors accredited to the United Kingdom, he towers over everybody. In all these roles, Prince Ajibola has made Nigeria proud and flew our flag with charm and with distinction. We now know where we are standing. He spent all the financial resources that he has to establish Crescent University. His devotion to Islamic scholarship and higher education and unique contribution can never be forgotten. Mr. President, appreciate him, appreciate his contribution to his community, to Nigeria, to Africa, and the world, and he pray that he rests in peace. And also pray that Almighty Allah will grant him widow, his children, his community, Ogun State, but all of us Nigerians, the strength to bear this truly irreplaceable loss. And Mr. President asked me to conclude with a message that the best way we can honor the late justice is to relate his life because of commitment to which both the former president has alluded to, and also collectively his commitment is that there be spiritual upliftment and the upliftment of the social economic conditions of our country, of our continent, and of the entire world. I thank you very much for listening. Allahu Akbar.
Thank you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we thank the President of the Republic for those kind words about our departed father. I invite, if I'm not wrong, of a family that is as legal as Ajibola family. All of them, they are lawyers in one form or the other, whether corporate or litigation, or they are lawyers. So I don't know how to invite lawyers that I will not incur the wrath of the judges. So I have the privilege of inviting Senior Advocate of Nigeria, my brother Adesegun Ajibola SAN, to give a vote of thanks. Sir. Yes, there will be a special prayer. There will be a special prayer for 5 minutes. The governor has requested for one special prayer for 5 minutes. And you know, when the Mufti was talking, there was no time. And I want to go back to Ilorin, so I give you 5 minutes more. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والعاتب لما سبق الناس العاقب بالعاقب والعادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدر ومقدار العظيم رسول الله اللهم قولا اللهم فرار اللهم قولا في النبي ومحمد ọlọ́run wa wọlé àánú oṣù tá a wà yìí tí ń jáde pé oṣù àánú oṣù kẹ́ oṣù àforíjì ni àkọ́kọ́ àdúrà mi fún bàbá wa General Muhammad Buhari, President of Nigeria. Ọlọ́run bá sọ wọn jẹ́ wọn sọ̀kalẹ̀ dáadáa. bá wa pẹ̀lú wọn bá wa gbàdúrà wọn bàbá wa prof Ibrahim Gambari tí wọ́n wá sọ sójú wọn ọlọ́run bá dó tì yín àti gbogbo àwọn ministers wa lápapọ̀ gómìnà wa ní Ogun State ọlọ́run bá wa pẹ̀lú yín o bá wa fi yín láyà balẹ̀ bàbá olóyèdè tó mọ́ àdúrà wa bá wa fi sọ ẹ̀ sọ yín o fún yín láti yọrí o bàbá wa former president bàbá Olúṣẹ́gun Ọbásanjọ́ Àrẹ̀mú ọlọ́run bá wa pẹ̀lú bàbá o ọlọ́run bá dúró ti bàbá o ọlọ́run bá wa ṣàánú yín o jẹ́ kí ìgbẹ̀yìn tí náà dà bàbá wa ọba olówu ọ̀fọ̀ bàbá Professor Zakaria ọlọ́run wọlá Islam ọlọ́run má jẹ́ tẹ́ o má jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ yín o àti gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa Royal Highness gbogbo tí wọ́n ń jẹ́ ọmọ bàbá wa pátápátá tí wọ́n fi lẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn màmá wa ọba tí ó dà yín nípa bàbá má dà yín láàmú lẹ́yìn wọn gbogbo tí bàbá wa fọwọ́ wọn kó jọ àánú ọlọ́run wọn dígbà ń bẹ ìbínú ọlọ́run kọ́ mọ́ tú ká o gbogbo ẹni kọ́ tọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run dà yín padà láyọ̀ bàbá wa ìmáàmù àgbà fún gbogbo ìlú Ẹ̀gbá lápapọ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn imam àti gbogbo àwọn àlùfáà ọlọ́run bá àgbàdo àgbò yín bàbá olóyèdè ọlọ́run bá dótì yín bàbá san ọlọ́ọ̀lọ́àlí ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú yín bàbá wa Fáṣọlá former governor ọlọ́run bá dótì yín ọlọ́run àti tóbi ọlọ́run bàbá adégbìtẹ́ ni wa sẹ́ńtọ̀ animamora ni ọlọ́run bá dótì yín bismillahir rahmanir rahim allahumma salli ala sayyidina muhammad إلى صراطك المستقيم هذه كقدر مقدار العظيم وبوتاتي أولى بوا سوى علمي ọlọ́run masagba ọlọ́run bàbá wa ọba lúlọrin àtàgbé rẹ̀ bá fi iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn káfíńsẹ́ ìwúlẹ̀ kan náà káfíńsẹ́ ìwúlẹ̀ kan náà káfíńsẹ́ ìwúlẹ̀ kan náà wallahu yasimuka minan nas la ta'afu daraka wala hawla الله كان مجانا ورزقتنا مجانا اللهم ارزقك فقاء في دين سيادة في علم كفاية في رزقي سيادة في بدني توبة قبل الموت روات عند الموت مغفرة بعد الموت جاوز على الصراط والنجاة العيسى يا ذا الفضل والإنسان برحمتك يا إبراهيم يا أهلك الموت ويا سامي صوت اللهم اجعل معبود في قلوب المؤمنين بلغ إلى 120 سنة من غير قصة وأمراض وشدة وفقة يا رب الراحمين اللهم أرنا حق أقب وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل الباطل وارزقنا اجتنابه لا قبله حي ولا حي بعده ولا مثل حي يدوم كما يا لقد سبقت كلمات لعباد المرسلين اللهم المنصورون وإن جدنا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل ambassador wa ti Nigeria ní UK àwọn alhaji wa tóji ìsọ̀lá sàráfà ọlọ́mọba àfisẹ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wọn o.
My dear friends, my dear classmates in primary school, Babatunde Rajifola, we sat next to each other in school all through, and we live in spirit all through. Even though I don't go there anymore, but have a common heritage that can never. And thank all the honorable ministers who are here, including my brother Leko Adebite, who is here. 2 years ago, a television on. I saw it. I want to use the opportunity to thank the chief imam. Is here or was here, and indeed the KBE Olowo of Owo is here, in no less a person by himself, and Olori, and all our revered one or the other. I thank you all. I thank all the chiefs, titled chiefs, non-titled chiefs, gazetted and non-gazetted chiefs. I thank you all for finding time to be with us in this fellowship. Now, this kind of gathering is one or two that I've become used to over time. Personality. I was just in training like this. But it has been to ensure that I and my are all here to see our Father off, and to thank all of you for joining us in doing so. I want to thank the Mission for Africa and their organization for the tremendous work you have done, for the tireless effort you have put into this arrangement today. Barely within 8 days, all this was put together, and so many things have been done in a short period. Without looking back, all of you have done very well. I can never thank all of you enough. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala thank you all for us. I want to take the opportunity again to thank our community in diaspora, from the Owu community at Totoro, Atile, Alebioshu. All those of you who are here and have find time to be here. All those who are whatever we are, who can hear us here, I can never thank you enough. I struggle as I stand here before you to find the right words to express the deepest sense of gratitude that I hold in my heart to all of you. But as I've said earlier, for us, may He do so. Thank you all. You see, I come here from the Abekta Club, of which I'm also a member. I come and I'm happy to be part of them. It's the members of that club, members of that very great club that my father belonged to. That the first meetings I was a young fellow then. I was taking my father, and I remember that I kept asking him, because I said all the time that I finished eating, I went back. So I never forgot that day that the foundation was laid in late Chief Shuboshuemo's house in that year. And I was in that house at about the age of 12 or 13, as the case may be. I thank you all for always standing by us and for being with us throughout all these efforts. Let me also thank the alma mater of BBHS, which our father, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has alluded to in very humorous ways. I dare not go into any humor about my father. Before Chief Obasanjo, he will give me a very hard knock on my head. I have gotten a few knocks in the past, and I know the experience, so I don't want to take any more of it. So I won't make you laugh regarding BBHS. All I will say is I will just thank all the members of the old school that Chief Obasanjo and my father belonged to, the Chief Nkiwala belonged to. Even the Chief Obafemi was in that school at one point in time, and a number of numerous Nigerians who went to that great school. I thank all the members who are here, who have found time, who have assisted us financially, morally, physically, mentally, prayerfully, in every way you can find support. I can't thank you enough. If I have to go on thanking everybody, I will remain here for the next 1 hour. I have lost more weight in 1 week than I've lost in 3 weeks of the fasting itself. Maybe since this fasting period is going down to its end, I'm very pleased that I will gain back my weight when I have less of this kind of. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the security team, members of the management, I can see Ajibola, the bosser, looking at me. That if I dare not mention his name here, I will see how I will sign those checks when all this is over. And I know where that lies. So I won't forget you. I won't forget the Vice Chancellor. I won't forget all my friends. I can't start mentioning all your names, but as I look at you, is the chief imam of Egbala, is a prominent and very high position within our community, and he is seated beside my brother. Always been close to me, and I've always been close to. We share a very good bond. I thank all of you. Ẹ ṣé ẹ kú dìde, ẹ kú àdúró tiwa, ẹ kú àníyàn wa, ẹ kú àdúrà tẹ̀sí ṣe Ọlọ́run á bá àgbà sílé àṣẹ. Ire náà á bá wa, á dẹ̀ bá gbogbo iná àti lè yín kárí o. Mo dúpẹ́ o, ẹ ṣé. Ladies and gentlemen, I think if I've forgotten anything, it's free for all to add to it. So I will leave it at that and say, Subhana, Rabbika, Mobili Isatia, Maya Sifun, Wasalam, Mobili Selin, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. All right, you see, I've been reminded again about my constituency. This young fellow here, who had not become a lawyer when I become SN, I think, is reminding me about our own constituency, the MBA, which is a pillar which my father, one of the pillars of the height of his attainment as a legal practitioner, is becoming the president of the MBA. Because as soon as he became president of the MBA, a lot of other things just followed in a flurry, to which we thank God for. My members who are here, those who are on Zoom, those who have attended, I thank you all our members for all supporting us, for reminding yourselves of our father who had led your association positively in his time. And I pray that the legacy he has left behind, all of you who are there now will do far better than he has done. Thank you very, very much. Again, Subhana Rabbika, Mabili Sati Amaya Sifu, Wassalamu alaikum, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Salam Karim, Salam Mustafa.
Allahu Akbar. Now what is left is the closing prayer. What is left is the closing prayer. And I have the permission of the chief imam to invite the unexpected to give the closing prayer. And I have decided to invite the Secretary General of Muslim Ummah of Southwestern Nigeria, Professor Muslim Yahya, to give the closing prayer. Professor Yahya, you are here.
صلوا على النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم. Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alameen. We have to begin by thanking Almighty Allah that has given us this privilege of having this gathering here today with all these dignitaries that are here. Oh Allah, we beseech thee to please accompany all the people who have come safely back to their destinations. Oh Allah, because we have remembered our Father today, please help us to forgive whatever human inadequacies he has and grant him Jannat Firdaus and all that has left behind. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. صلوا على النبي الكريم.
Please, you are going out through the back gate. Only the VIPs, but the pictures, please. SAN Ajibola and siblings, please come forward. The dignitaries, Your Excellency, please be here for pictures. Pictures, 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 picture. Baba. Yes.
Barrister Shegun, please. Media men, please organize yourself. It's too wide, but please, you can move backwards, please. Please move back and adjust your zoom, please, please. Are we done? Thank you very much. You can do your individual jobs now. Pick your close shots, but don't move too close. Please don't move too close. Please don't move too close. Can we please let's get set for another one. Please, let's get set for another one, please. Please, let's move back for another one.
Hallelujah, ẹ̀yin jàmá. Sulaimana ló ń pèpè sínú mọ́tò. Sulaimana ló ń pèpè sínú mọ́tò. Ọkọ̀ ire ṣálẹ̀ yìí fẹ́ ní bá fẹ́ lọ. Ọkọ̀ ire ṣálẹ̀ yìí fẹ́ ní bá fẹ́ lọ. Síbi tíre ayọ̀ ń gbé látòkè délẹ̀. Síbi tíre ayọ̀ ń gbé látòkè délẹ̀. Níbi tẹ́mi gígùn gbé pẹ́ lálàáfíà. Níbi tẹ́mi gígùn gbé pẹ́ lálàáfíà. Níbi tárísìkì ń gbé pẹ̀lú ìfọkànbalẹ̀. Níbi tárísìkì ń gbé pẹ̀lú ìfọkànbalẹ̀. Àgà tí yóò rọ́mọ bí tí wọ́n ń dọ́lọ́mọ. Àgà tí yóò rọ́mọ bí tí wọ́n ń dọ́lọ́mọ. Aláìsàn tí wọ́n ń jẹ̀rora tí wọ́n ń lálàáfíà. Aláìsàn tí wọ́n ń jẹ̀rora tí wọ́n ń lálàáfíà. Ọkọ̀ yìí ń lọ́rẹ̀ ìjàmá dúkà. Ọkọ̀ yìí ń lọ́rẹ̀ ìjàmá dúkà. Ẹni bá ní fòrà kó tètè wọbẹ̀. Mùmínì mùmínà òyà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ. Ọba ya Rabbana pé tèmi nílé. Ọba ya Rabbana pé tèmi nílé. Ibi tí mo fojú sí jẹ́ kí n rí ẹ̀mú. Ibi tí mo fọkàn sí jẹ́ ìrètí rẹ̀. Ọba ya Rabbana pé tèmi nílé. Ibi abáfọ́lọ́hún sí ìmọ̀lá ó ti bá. Ibi abáfọ́lọ́hún sí ìmọ̀lá ó ti bá. Ìgbàgbọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀dá òun ló ṣe kókó. Ìgbàgbọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀dá òun ló ṣe kókó. Tájú ìgbà.